Asampayetia Obayan Sapusu Obunia one can asam. They map to some cacre was supreme. Yo, Kofi, oh my woman, oh many a mamma. Kenny baby, watch out, I warren. One some, one nipa, as I did power of you. Yamo Embera, Abeya, oh my woman, oh my mamma.
But himself, if you come, come, I will be up when. Medical ada among for us, ye, a war, what more, Womutimi, a friend, me, Womutimi Sunday messages, I will draw any happen. Womutina, a share meeting, member, Wakaba be a ya, when him said, would not put more bars, I say, or only name or yet. If you was a bumpire, say, Radi, and China cheap. Na baby will be no right and you know and I often this year we know can say I want to say you know any link to you what on say na oye hima ewo ye krum na bisa isi no amu say say ohimra twa na ni hwe edan a ya na ehihye ya ewo ho no ya na esopa ye enenti mpanimfoɔ egu so etu ho anamɔ deɛ besi biara no bɛbɔ mmɔden ama mo nyinaa mate ɛde sisi a me ne mo kasa yi me maame ɛda so ɛwɔ mɔga ɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛde mpaebɔ ɛtaa n'akyi sɛ awurade ɛbɛhyɛ bɛma biribiara yɛ kama na ɔno a ɔbɔɔ soro bɔ asase wabɔ mmɔden ɛdi n'akyi yie anɔpa awia ne anwummerɛ sisi a me ne mo kasa Kennedy Agyapong ne campaign team wɔ mo ahyɛ press conference ase nti me de brɛ mo sisi a ama mo atie deɛ ɛrekɔ so.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have to welcome you to my humble abode. My name is Mark the campaign manager for Agyapong. Before I tell you why I called this afternoon, let me take this opportunity to congratulate Honorable Head for a good show, being number 2 in the just past super delegate election. I am saying this because in most of the polls, sometimes we will list number 1, second is, and they try not to even mention Honorable Ken as if he was not in the race. So it has come as a surprise to many because of the showing and the position that he has made. And I have to congratulate him. And all the campaign team members and our representatives everywhere for the hard work and the good job that you have done to put him in the position that we want today. I also have to take this opportunity to thank all our supporters, the delegates, who actually had the courage, notwithstanding the intimidations that they went through before and during the voting. Honorable Ken, we are proud of you. We believe that you are going to make us proud. And the campaign team is ready to go. And we believe within the next 3 or 4 days, we will start our next campaign schedule. We can assure you, we are not in this race to negotiate. We are not in this race to campaign for somebody. Honorable Ken is going all the way. His ascendance to the second position is understandable. because we know that for whatever reason, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is perceived as the establishment candidate. And therefore, given the number of government appointees and the ministers of state, it was even said by themselves that they were going to get 80% and 75%. So being able to push him to the 60s, I think it's an achievement, and I have to salute him. I have to go on to tell you how we are here this afternoon. There has been in the social media of a meeting, of an interview that was granted by Mortuary, in which the chairman of the Shanti region of the New Patriotic Party, my beloved party, was interviewed, and he gave claims that it is Kwame Nkrumah, the campaign manager, who actually misinformed Honorable Ken of the events that were happening in Northeast region, the region of the Vice President. I want to put this straight, that Chairman to me lied. And why? Because Honorable Ken's message was captured in the morning before the noon. And the call was placed to him according to phone records by 10:39 And from the record that I went through, he and the lady spoke for 2.5 minutes. Chairman Wontumi came to where I was an agent, because I was an agent at Ashanti region, the law faculty. He came in there 12 o'clock. So how could he have heard that I was the one who was reporting the matter to Honorable Ken, when even the incident was out before he even came to the premises for the voting? So it is quite untrue. The records are there. So he's then telling people I'm the one who misinformed, and even the person wasn't an agent, and I'm there to cause trouble, and if something had happened, I was the person who actually did that. Chairman Wontumi, I don't know. I was on a phone with our agent who was there, his name is Ganiyu, telling him not to sign the pink sheet when all is done, on the basis that the election was supposed to be held outdoor. It was held indoor. And so the happenings could not be reported. Nobody was supposed to vote and raise the voting paper, and they were taking place. And we also had a report from Our Lady that when he challenged that, he went out and being interviewed by TV3, he was also being chased out. So he had to run away from the place. Given all those, I concluded that we will not sign the pink sheet. And that is what I was talking to my agent about. Subsequently, I spoke on the same subject to the secretary to the election committee of the NPP, and also joined on the line with the Electoral Commission, I think Deputy Electoral Commission, and I vented the same situation that we're not going to sign, given the malpractices, what is happening. That is what took place. I don't know how Chairman Wontumi can recall and come out with a statement to tell people that I actually made the report and incited. I don't know. Maybe the language I was speaking, he was not privy or could not understand it, which I can understand. Because maybe I should have spoken Chi, and I don't do that most of the time. So this is a misreporting and misinformation. And I've called you today to clarify such information. Just on record, and I want this to be put on record, that The message, and you all can look at your phones, came out in the public when Honorable Ken was addressing the issue, and he, Chairman Wontumi, with all witnesses, came into the center at 12 o'clock. By that alone, I couldn't have been the person who fed Honorable Ken with that information. And that is what the major thing why I called you here to tell you. I have also assembled some people, few people here, to let them tell their own story, especially the lady who was chased out, Hajia Humud. He happens to be our agent. I mean, some people say he wasn't the agent. I even had the picture here, which I will show you as an agent, so that there's no dispute about that. Can I have the picture, please? I have to go through here. So today, you have the opportunity to interview the lady and ask questions so that it doesn't become that Mr. Owusu. This is the lady that we are talking about with the badge. So I expect you guys to ask, and I've also brought in another person who was also an agent in the Northeast, in Bono East, who was also beaten and who also tell his story. And I also have the agent who I spoke to not to sign. By him being refused to sign, they had to chase him, and he had to stay in Tamale because they went to block the road to his hometown, so his motorbike couldn't pass. So he was kept in the hotel in Tamale. He's also here to tell you about his ordeal. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to my humble abode. Thank you very much. Mr.
What is Obuso Kasano or no na ye Canada Japan the campaign manager and or the same coso various some coso various polling stations, you know, what they ba into a press release and as a press conference all year more because I say what can't be ama yen sɛ mokae a MPP amanyokuo wɔ mo dwamtenani ɔwɔ Ashanti region ɛyɛ chairman Wontumi misreport to you so the information bi ba abɔnten sɛ na ogyina hɔ bi ɛna Kwame Owusu ɛfrɛ Kennedy Agyapong aka nsɛm bi akyerɛ no na ɛno na wɔsi gyina hɔ ɛma Kennedy ɛkasa a ɔde anibere so ɛkasa showdown asɛm. But ebinom maintain maybe as a kakra because say showdown no ebebre and tiase enti mesre say ebinom nhyase na omfa dictionary na womon find the meaning showdown obehu say ni nyina no nkyeremu simple kyerɛ sɛ or contest elections ɔne ebinom na egyina na wa kyerɛ sɛ kwan a obefa so awe ne no ɛno na wɔka enti we ne nasɛm na wo kyeremu sɛ November 4th, no, automatically, no, obey into quite obey Bema who say yes. Irrespective of intimidation, any maybe a no, still obey faso away election. We na a bit my misinterpreted story, naturally say. Answer and
was the agent in Northeast, where the report was sent to Honorable Ken that more practices were taking place. So I'd like you to have the opportunity to hear or to listen, to take it from the lion's own mouth, to hear from her what actually happened. And so the floor is open for Hajia to tell the story. Hajia, could you tell the people what happened?
Good afternoon to you all. Please, my name is Humudi Said, but popularly known as Hajia Ken. And this is my accreditation card for me to be an agent for Honorable Ken in the Northeast region. When you are a man, and you have a dam as a seven now, Mabahana Betie, a seven near a tuum. Send a campaign manager kind of Kakum, Yaju Koku, Nankasananu. I may call Northeast region, Echo representing Honorable Ken for the super delegate election. But answer na yebekon, my orientation through the campaign manager say, nyame ya adom na say ye call grounds honoma. One, any quite say, abana yebeto no enclosed place. Two, no party official, ana MP or minister will be a polling agent or yebehuno inside. Some reforms went now by a tama, now the 9 aspirants, echo preset abano, kayantu no one place. The election committee can say there be yebeto ewo different regions. And tianopa ye go through grounds. You go through grounds by 9:30.
I will.
9:20. And they call the first point because I was saying 4 points to the place venue level. But 1 point you're checking your security men or checking your and your realm. So you call the next point near entrance would you hall honor and no checking your realm. So you when the thinking say under normal circumstances there was elections biano I am a briefing the EC with the security personnel. Sabaya, the rules and regulations guiding that voting that very day. But I saw that day, Bibi sa NC. And to me call me a real and I may call Yisi official level. But then no, now my colleague no was seated there. And I'm going to introduce you to the Panacho. Me a Honorable Kennedy, the agent, no, o colleague no crowd, I'm saying, ye too. Me de me hu ba be kire sebeya se o sori afiri ho na me ba mama meye any long introduction no see you and I was na me hwe room ni mu atmosphere na ne wo ho no na enye no ene ne wo him one election na nka wo say ye to aba no wo plain area and I say eni kwa say ye enclose but baby ani ye to aba no eye the dining hall of Naleregu Senior High School. Two, na enkrofo so na omuwo hall honom no na omu door so krache 28 delegates na was omuto abano. And even the regional organizer and the Tescon guys also stand by hall honom. And me supervisor we na me survey we na hu ye na. And 2 policemen no mu twam. And am bisa ba ko say masa me pacho. When na the regional commander. Nyame a won charge say na on regional commander no. And nam no kire me say onu nie. Me share the tag no na ne din was so shy. I'm so oh master shy me pa cho enkrofo mo te hanum nyina no per the rules and regulations and as orientation na ye de maaye no any kwan say omo wa ha. Then the police commander ekacha me say oh hajia omo te he na ye mo party for party patrons party financiers enetia am say there be ye nyesa na kasa ne ye mu no baby anasa nkrofo ne te ne baby a delegate no etino it's about 3 to 4 steps away from them and in between the delegates no so no and nkrofo bi so omunye delegate ya mo special electoral tag bi and da omu kom no motete in between the delegates and to me police officer na kasa no one of them ebae and obi say am say oh na haji asesen and am say there be me nua bema ade e koso ha no enye yenya na ebe ya ade enipa 28 ye sen enti ya na hyemra enti mumye ndi mra no so na yenya ade peaceful na yenko no so oh agya say we yenya ye party fo a omo etie am say there be yenya sa then voting started the voting started na electoral commission say 3-3 enti wa ye 3-3 be 2 no say there be 4-4 enti 4-4 ho no na youth organizer no ekoto naba and o raise ye. So raising the tension in the room no was so hot say because mako elections and them knew what elections entails. Now boot no so aye to aba wo mu no hall no it's about 4 blocks ɛna ne so ni na yɛ mosquito net ɛna boot no so efesi abonten ɛna nkrofo so gina abonten ɛhɔ nom no enti baabi a wo beto aba akobia no ye behu se waba no udiko A anasa udiko B. The tension inside no was too much. Na me re mu first no me pie ye survey area ho ɛna me san ba mu enti me ba mu na me be pie no ɛna mo se me mfa exit point no but this time round no exit point na me be fa mu apie no me twi door na ema me twi door na ema enti policemen two gina bonten enti me twi no mo ka me say ya lucky ewo efom ɛhɔ na me say no ade no enye ye adwenbɔne abankrofo tirim wa ha enti me bie ye pe na me pie abonten ti me pie abonten am start say me raise alarm because say me raise alarm no insider it could be anything. Yes, because my life will be in danger. To me, Pierre, me raise the alarm. Then the TV3 media man now or try say or be granting interview. One guy was like, "You're 30." I'm saying the electoral college is not 30, it's 28. And one no start to say, "Or more bame so. Where who baby no? Who are you?" I'm saying, "Who am I saying?" But now, they push me. I fell, so I started running. So your security, your personal security that you do mo koyen. Na me man sign say, on kan ne ho fa motorbike no, emra. Then I jumped onto the motorbike straight to my hotel room. But God being so good no, baby na me da no, obi anim me hotel kra na me da. Enti ho, na me lock me ho. Me try na me check it out. Enti me frɛ campaign manager. That's what me try say. Me nsa ebeka honorable Ken. Me frɛ na me nsa kan me saka. Ti omumi enu na. Ti me honorable campaign manager e frɛ me na me kan asem say asem wei na e koso na o join me no say no o join me ni IGP and na the police commander then myself ti any part 4 and the police IGP bisa police commander ne say what is going on in your region na papa na asem master shaibu asem na no kan and what was happening in there no was wrong. It wasn't telling. He wasn't giving the right information to IGP. And then I'm saying, no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. 3 times. Then IGP said, shut up, shut up, shut up. 3 times. Uncle Kwame, get that girl off the line. Get that girl off the line. Get that girl off the line. Now me campaign manager catch him said, me drop her from the line. Now me drop her here. 10 to 15 minutes time, campaign manager frame me back. Say, IGP said, me go around. Spreading false information. Obama action me. So wow, why did I go wrong here? Then quickly, my friend said, "Omum peka e won na very good town." E ma me ba den so no ma ye me check in na park me niam awie. No ma lock me home. No mo fa car ne say na me tena motor so say, "Omum fa car no embra." Ti me yi me cap hwe me I disguise myself na me share abaya. Say near the bo empire no. Say, "Omum fa motor no embra." Car no embra me ti motor so. Enti baby a medru no. Then I would jump into the car. Then they met me on the road. Now me jump into the car. Whilst I was going, because me direct car from Nalerigu to Tamale. And me from Nalerigu to Wale. Now me friend Tamale said they should do arrangements. So my car every boliga emra Wale and pick me. Na nyame on charge so me drew Wale so na car ne kra aspake age da ho a e twa me. Na ko sa me de Africa world flight and never hour. Yes, Sunday, 1:30. But because of what happened, I was running for my life. And today was said me changing my flight. New reservation. I was passing air with the last flight 5:30. And I'm Bedru Accra Saturday. So that was the picture of Northeast. Thank you.
Thank you. So on this note, there's another gentleman who's going to
let me take the opportunity to clarify something with regard to let me take the opportunity to clarify the issue of the police, the IGP. I think from the IG standpoint,
the announcer newspaper war Facebook at the same time YouTube.
So Kachi, I say about IGP Abaso.
Yeah.
Because he was very helpful at any point in time that you make a call and something is happening, unhide it quickly, or call whatever commander is there and get information. So I think he was very, very helpful for this, very, extremely helpful. You just get something wrong, he will put people online and say, what is happening there? In the case of Hajia, I don't want it to be misconstrued as if Haji was biased in any way. He wasn't there. So if the person said that there's an agent, and I made a statement that we are fully represented, there's an agent. His name is Ganiu, the one who I told him not to sign. So the idea that Haji was telling Madam or Hajia not to go around saying because of what report that he had. But I can assure you, for every minute, he was so strict, he was so helpful, he made sure that everybody was treated fairly. So I just want to clarify that information that was given out so that it's not perceived as if somebody is on the side of anybody. He gave us every assistance at every point. So if no question, I'll have to release Hajia for the other person.
After the forum.
Should he?
I'm a campaign manager, Emma Kennedy, Agyapong, or no, or treachery and Simuno, or Ma Hajia Kasa. Enti Martin Sema Akosunyana, Enti, way in a year and summer cousin of Easter, a quite problematic, and number no suntino. Kennedy train adwene amanfo bebree say omonti bi da say wakoka showdown wa train adwene what they also would tell as a presidential aspirant and wayi amanfo say omon representing no various locations nti say bibi ye will be ana bibi koso na etia will be a automatically no it become nti mummy ankoni enkotie another person so kasa.
Good afternoon once again, the media. What actually transpired in the Northeast region after the voting process has begun is that when the people were lining up to vote, they were all showing their votes to the next person following them. After showing, because it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth person that the confusion came on the side of the regional youth organizer. When it happened, then we all said, because what has happened, we have been told that we should not sign by my superior, that is my national campaign manager, Mr. Owusu. So there, the regional chairman said, they are going to give us some amount of money, 2,000. Then we said, no, we are not there for any money. He insisted that he will increase the amount by 1,000. Then we said, no, we are not going to go by any amount. Whatever amount you are giving, you are going to give it to us. We are not ready for it. Then after we told him we are leaving, myself and Honorable Alan's agent and that of Kojo Poku agent, we said we are leaving. Then he ran and locked the door. That is the dining hall, asking us we should better go and sign. If we don't sign, we are not leaving the hall. Then I asked, Chairman, we are not going to sign because we are under supervision and we report to people. If they have not given us the order, we cannot sign. That if we don't sign, they will beat us. Then I told the chairman, unless they kill us. If they kill us, fine. But if they don't kill us, we are not ready to sign. So we were there. Then after those interactions, he didn't know. He also told us if we happen to move out, he will allow boys to attack us. Then said he should allow us to go so that the boys will attack us on the way. So upon hearing from the reportage that Honorable Kennedy has quickly responded to what has transpired, then they begin to lose down the strategies and the pressure that they were mounting on us. So there, they could now all started moving. They all started moving out. Then that is where we also had our way to move out. Else, in fact, it would have been a different thing altogether. So that is what happens after the voting process. Thank you very much.
So, omo kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu they see one of east ɛna wɔn gu so ɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu no ɛne nti wei na nam so a amanfoɔ ɛka nsɛm bebree no ɛsɛ mahu sɛ owura lantramanten koraa no ɔno so agent koraa sɛdeɛ ɛsi kɔyɛɛyɛ a sɛ ɔmu si hwee agent na nyɛ asɛm ketewa. At the same time hwɛ sɛ ɔmo nyinaa yɛ MPP foɔ party baako na ɔmo nyinaa wɔ. After the ebinom dwane for their lives, just say wɔn suru sɛ biribi bɛsi. Wɔn yɛn kɔ ha na afei yɛn kɔhwɛ yɛn nua bɛrima yi so bɛsi yɛ.
Charles Ado, the Bono East Regional Youth Organizer, and also campaign team member.
Yes, yeah, no.
Agyapong. What happened on Saturday? Forgive me now. Mekasake siana mekonye. ADC last Saturday was you were accredited agents on our grounds. Now I was at hotel BMA operations. Then he called me and said 2 of our regional officers Ababetna agent for a table no so say chairs no so say they are also an agent for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So omuni momo so mo catch up say no they have 2 accredited agents represent honorable the vice president, so they won't allow them to be an agent. And also the rules of the game, they say any delegate cannot be an agent for any of the aspirants. So they reported the case to the police. Police, answered them more attention. So they called me. When you are to enter the center, there were 3 different police checks points and a honor. Then me called me now they were resisting me, say then I told them say me delegates and I want to make a complaint. Then me do last checkpoint now divisional police commander and on any men no ewo honomo. Then now one EC official no so ewo gate ano. I told them say there were 2 regional officers here. Almost say representing the vice president of the republic. Then the game, the rules of the game so and say omuntimi enyesa. Then police commander ne catch and say yes no cre. And to only issue official no every inside. Then he called the organizer, that's the regional organizer, Musa Suleimana. Omo frɛ omo ɛna ɔba abɔnten. Ɔba abɔnten na ɔmo explain kyerɛ no na ɔte aseɛ. Then na aka deputy secretary no, that's Limam Seidu. Ɔno nso so ɛwɔ inside. Na ɔresist sɛ ɔnyɛ den ɔmpie. The police for no effort so no na ɔmo de ne ba outside the entrance. And to be true, not only police for exchange, who is the complainant to the issue? A petty for to Yaba. They have to, they are regional officers, and they have to be there to help the process. It was around 8:30 thereabouts. No, it started into Abano. See, one of the police officers appointed and said, your colleague regional youth organizer na your complainant your kind of no cranya and no cre. The next thing I ubisa amene say, do I know say organizer more ye na piano per the party structures and he's my boss. Then I told him say we are not here to do boss works, we are here to monitor the system say BPR abeye kama. The next thing I mean who ya say in front of the police, no matter so they were two. So we video na esa create na my green credit in honor me your call to me who no more bob so okay me phone ya na 40,000 e me bottom e mo sign eyi say scan no e free me bottom ti me ye compare me free on man na me kotena car mu. See, I called the regional chairman and make the complaint to him. The day before Saturday, that was Friday, chairman so my say na your executive meeting before after complaining, I went back to exercise now no. So within 10 minutes, from Hotel de Jojo to my chairman fee so a very short. To me try say me call no na makwa meeting na dey omo ye den omo work. You do chairman hall. Na me first vice chairman e wo hall. The second vice chairman e wo hall no mo. Me regional secretary e wo hall no mo. Me deputy woman organizer e wo hall no. Woman organizer e wo hall no. Deputy organizer e wo hall no mo. Second vice research and elections e wo hall no mo. Financial secretary was there. Then and only funding member he was region, you know, he was there too. So na me starting na omo akwa na yes oh yati assembly radio is so unfortunate. We were talking of the issue. Then what happened was the few minutes, right after 30 minutes, then they move ya say nipa mi region na machi. Baako gina manimu omo bo me left and right na me te ho no mo enti me woman organizer oti right after me you know or so there be pattern to come pim no hwe o me no ka say insemabu a oji treatment e wo teach mine then me driver and so na wo abontin compound no mu ti omo rush ye no mo frɛ no na other regional officers ne ba ye no be ye den o be pata me fa me free ho nti MC a wo teach my ono an pija me free from a omuso me mu amode me kotena we ka mu a ye free ho ye call police station ko ye official complainer me free ho no ma me call hospital no mo transfer me free teach my de me ba Kumasi a ene ha ene ye we nti se media bisan ya kakra ye wo e ka e fa ho no
Kosi Mujina Martin Sema Koso Canada Japan campaign team na Womuguso press conference and on Tomo Tre the Namswa a day and Sembebre by ya and some for ne a man for be or wow yana the Biana ya casse Otia Sema ye analysis Enisa ufiti precope na oko tai bibiachi before I will bet tai bibiachi na ya one kasa one analysis ne se asem ya mete ye no me de kwa adwendwene no mu say ne sitie mate say Canada video
and we sent I placed a call to him. He responded. He got his commanders to quickly rescue this individual, and he was so helpful. Call for the arrest of the people or the perpetrators or whoever has done something wrong to him. So on this note, I want to take the opportunity to thank the IGP for the job well done. Thank you. Now your questions.
Newspaper or Facebook, YouTube, the announcer newspaper or YouTube.
Oh, me?
Yes. Now, in a 30 seconds video that went viral, where Honorable Agyapong reported to have said he is going to give the president and vice president showdown. The first question is that there are those who are saying that he was directly speaking to the vice president when he made his comment. You've indicated that you've reviewed his call-up and in answering to the question whether you were the one who gave him the information. Are you privy to if at the time he said he was going to do the showdown, he was speaking to the vice president or the president or a different person? And then the second question is, we've seen a communique from the party headquarters that is going to be subjected to a disciplinary process for that particular outburst and some actions undertaken by him. Has he been officially notified of this query to be made by the party, and what has been his reaction to it?
Okay, so we'll take the second question after which
I think I don't want to pile it up. Let us answer, if you would mind. With regard to whether or not the confrontation was directed towards the vice president, or are you concerned about the meaning as to confrontation? Because I think the showdown is basically a decisive point of either a confrontation or a contest. In that regard, if it's addressed to the vice president, it's only then meant that come November, no matter what happens in this time, he's going to be a victor. And so that is a showdown, right? It's a decisive confrontation or a contest. So if that was directed in that regard, it only meant that come November, no matter how much frustration that is going on and all the things that is going on in that particular part, which is at the backyard, the region of the vice president, is going to be victorious in come November. I think that is how the showdown meant. It is not a threat. It's nothing for us to be worried about. It's just a simple language, probably expressed in a different form. Now let me take on the question as to the disciplinary question. We got the notice, but a disciplinary committee, they don't call you because they are going to sanction you or punish you. He is not the only person. There have been 3 people or 4, I believe, and it is a place that you take your protests, your complaints, and they can also look at it from a different angle. So you are invited to come to tell your story as to what actually happened. So I believe it is nothing for us to be worried about. It's just a normal process. When you use the word disciplinary committee, it gives you impression as if somebody, but people, it's a place that you go there and make a protest and also tell the story of things that you think it is not right with regard to this election. So we have been and will be there to have a chat with them. Thank you. As a showdown response, I grow any from Emreni Dura and Ubehum said Ubewine and I said Meso Mewine, and that is what the reference it meant. Say, yeah, the Moya Biano, Umaya Hena, about November, Ubehum said, men may a flag bearer, and I said, Dr. Baumia will be the flag bearer, and that is what that means. And the showdown, I see, and say, Yen chain, no form of for my age, man. No one will be who said, they will take an armor. So, okay.
Good afternoon. My name is Apia from Kesman TV. I've been manager, listening to the narration of Hajia and making comparison to the video that went viral, the video of your own candidate. I want the team to confirm as to whether or not Hajia was actually sacked from the voting center. Because the impression I get is that looking at the atmosphere and observing whatever that was happening at the moment, she decided to exit the hall and then place a call to you and then speak to you as well. But what we saw on the video, the Honorable Kennedy was making a strong allegation that his agent has been sacked from the voting center. Again, I get the impression from the local coordinator that he even stayed through to the end of the process, but at the end, he did not sign based on the order you gave him. Now, the clarification has to come clearly as to whether or not they prevented Hajia as well from observing the process, so that we get to really understand how the allegation can be situated.
Okay. Well, let me answer by saying that if nothing happened to Ganiyu, it is because of the help of IG. The IG quickly called the commander and told him that there has to be peace, order must be maintained, everything should be right. So at that time, he has to have the confidence to be there. And the message was very clear. And he was also put on the line. It's not that only me and IG. So his confidence level went up and he was able to stay true. Now, I don't know the connection between what Hajia told Honorable Ken and his reaction and what Hajia is saying now. So I will allow you, as he says, I wanted to ask her, but as to what the information that Honorable Ken received was the fact that he has been sacked. And I was also told, and again, he just had to run for her life. So that gave that reaction. Now, as to whether that is true or not, Hajia will be the best person to answer. Hajia.
You say, near my air costume and yam draw police officer no attention to it. Ah, baby, I may fa a PA first, I may sound be PN. Now you're locking up police officer, Jinabon take a me say, Mimbi and I are locking up, I will form one. And the one I mimi PA because I'm ready, alarm no insider. Anything could have happened to me looking at the atmosphere. To me, PA Abontain. Now me started saying, Mayor alarm about whatever that was going on in the hall. And I want to TV3 media man, I started saying, or recording. No, they no chasing me. I was pushed. Now I'm sorry because Oba a man one in so you can just imagine what I am even going through now. And when I'm a signal, your security is an unkind home from motorbike, Emra. And you know, I was chased out. And he said from the premises because I can man pay up on saying, Mama, ye way now, and inside one, near Bessino, Kenya Papa. Thank you.
Again, let me say that there are two agents that were given accreditation. One will be to the box, and the other will be an observer to see other things that may go wrong or in case the other one. So she was equally important. Her presence was important. The moment that she walked away from the place, we were short left there. And we had to work with that. But I feel that we had a representation, but there were other things that second agents were supposed to do. But we were denied that opportunity. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. My name is Musala. With all these issues coming, we are going to the second phase of the final. Are you going to petition the party on behalf of you so that people who are responsible for whatever happens to their agents will be there? Are you going to have a formal petition?
Of course, we will petition. It is part of the process for which the invitation has been made. So you get the opportunity to tell your side of the story or what prompted you to do what you did. So of course we will do that. And more importantly, in the agreement that we came up with within the guidelines, media people were not supposed to be in the second lane. And going forward, and what happened, because events that happened, media people could not capture. We are going to insist that this time the media become part of the second level. Please quiet, please quiet. So we will petition and make sure that the media now become so close so that events that showing things and whatever could have been prevented and the evidence would have been clear. Because when you have agents alone and you have a place where people want to intimidate you and everybody is in the same mindset, it will be difficult for us to get the actual picture. So I think we will also add that the media next time around must be closer to the action than where they were put like ordinary people. So, thank you.
Executives now and organizer
Organizer deputy secretary.
Deputy secretary they attacking. That attack nearby, it was planned by the regional executives now.
Oh, me can say planting, plotting, because say the media can not a meeting and I share edada. And me exercise, and I'm yes, I'm here then. Me foul, and after say me bomb champion man here, what happened no? My man nya away say me then, me baho by then. Into what happened is say me read ye me ye dia me foul no matie ye omo work no. Into me koko drew hono no na already no executives we di kan ye den. Atena se dada utimu se me kra ma ye den, ma ye lead. And no na me de kwatena ase a with no time. Na I didn't know, so no so ba meeting. So no almost so see me I then. Timmy inside damn it within 5 to 10 minutes time and I mean who say inside that because let me say yeah will hold no my baha no more metiha no more my need na me so Timmy who ya no more twash me so will hold no man can say plan 10 I executives ni na I then I then I won't go for on manka almost bed then ebe mami hand say BBC na ekoso no.
Yes, sir, we'll go back to
If there are no more questions, we'll go back to the campaign.
one more question. Yes, last question.
So this one is direct to the campaign manager. First of all, what do you make of your candidate's temperament? And based on the narrations we've heard so far, the video that went viral, could the issues be managed in a separate or a different way, unlike what we saw in the video?
Well, let me say that people have different ways in reacting to issues. There are other people, and you've even seen on social media, Honorable Alanche Martin's person with the eyes and the rest. We have other people that came from the north and the northeast, but they are not ready to be on camera because of the fear of that intimidation. So for us, Honorable will address the media probably today or tomorrow. And then you can ask him the question that you want. But people have different way of reacting, especially when you have put so much time and investment to something like this, and you hear a call coming, this is happening to me, that your temper will just go up and you'll be able to react.
I'm asking you because you are the campaign manager.
But I can't.
You manage your candidate in that effect.
Well, what I'm saying, you wanted to know his reaction. That I don't manage reactions. It is after that I manage. So for me, he will be the best person. And if you don't like what has happened, you can talk to him. But I think that people react differently depending on how they see it. Because this was an election which he wasn't getting any call other than calls coming from northeast, which he believed that the people there should have behaved or known better. And so when that happens, reactions are differently expressed. And if it is perceived by you, you felt it's very strong, next time I'm going to manage him so that he doesn't get the strong message that you want to get. I do manage after.
Give your concluding remarks.
Before you leave,
To say so I can.
conclusion of our able campaign manager, I would like to say that I forgot of one thing, and that is some of my security agents, that is my guys that I brought, some of them were from northeast region but stayed in Accra, and their families were called that if they allowed those security guys to come to the house, they will come to the house and attack them. And for that matter, they have to even run to Upper East to hide for the next day for them to leave. So I think that it is a call that we have to talk to, the party hierarchy, to talk to everybody. This is internal affairs. Let us behave so that when we are elected, we get one person elected and we know His Excellency, the incoming president, that is Honorable Kennedy Ohini Agyapong, will get elected come November 4th. Thank you very much.
I don't know that.
Our Facebook, the announcer newspaper. So Canada Japan campaign team na omuguso a press conference no. Enti eguso monitor so far the so na fe ya running up na mahu de ko. Enti baby amwo bia no ye cheche am.
Abusafo mefa akansi mahoma esuname de ada achiefo nyina ase ewo nhyiayi ma ya hyiayi emse binum anika mantem na se nso ye kano akan kasem yewra Kennedy edi enkunim a waba be tosu mienu ewo aba eto yen midin kan echia no eselu tu no ema no ehye nkuran se de yenyaye no ade acha eboro sokra because na nipa pi kura ye ka wo mo aye contest ya onu kura na ya na ye mpese adini shem ye ka honorable ala ya ba Dr. Baumia and they try all the input tricks and whatever they want, but clearly Honorable Ken was sure say is a formidable force. What Chile said, one no ubetimi abana. I can't see a koye. Ubetima kaze Doctor nya 600 and something, 65% or whatever. But they were expecting 75 or almost 80, in which you hear or say Chimensa ekase okay nya be 75 or 89 eka ya kase yemfa mo no nko midika ka se onya 900% kurangwa engebesa atu abane bio and yes akoto bio wo mienu akai edimi shema rehemu se akansi we na obia enim se aban enkrofo ena running the establishment. It was perceived that way. And you be a establishment ni a chili crampa o one china suru wa me sia ebe you say wa enti we no de wotimi se ni page man doso and there a chair aba adwumayefo and party for na fe na ato se ye ko ase hofo no na yakwa akoye the showdown enti mesremo a munyina no mu a pese moto aba munya akugoduro na the eba no kakra ya asisi no emma bio because ebe sia no po bibia na wo akukoduro ato aba because nipa ne pi koto aba wa bra na wo busuro they were intimidated ya de be share them ya jiji phone wo pre obi a wonya no ba ni na de betwam ya kansie because the wunya aye we no enya no ne de to aso echo level playing field na obi a was 0 and the hona ye kona ye ne ye de agro na kwa akohie ni and the mo ba awie ya the masipi have the empesa me kire ewura won to me say me incite bibia ema say enko wrong we say Honorable Ken he has not been misinformed urana ofre no no ba o de card ya kire wa kana sem say do kan say ka kum ya jin kokuwa rum imoti ni kokuwa rum enti me ye de me de adwuma me kan na me ye madwuma ena wontumi atiye se wanti o ena ko gina ho kasa mete me ne gina ho of course onim ne gina ho no bi di ne komo akoti ayire ena wa fa so akokan wrong a wonim de wo kan enti me sremara said yeti bia mo asom kwa na bibi wo ho na mo kan na obi kura be kan de ya mo hwehwem because o mislead Paul Adumoshire ta onu owura mu 12 o'clock later case is kura no Paul Krasi ono no offering kraba offer play no na it was on the news it couldn't have been true and the ano mututu anu agumani notoriety and your popularity and the no de ye share din but ye bodjuma ye strategic na minim say ade a honorable Ken ayama ye party no be hyene ni mojam come November 4 inshallah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But what petition asem say de obi call asotwe bia I think say twi ne kan no asotwe bia na yam hihyu say de bia ye kwakwa da bi eye place ya ne din no by hona papa oboni o asem asi bia no party no efa so e de address the situation e hwema iye eto iye said the make am say bi kura say ye the cameras ye ma media people mu ba ho a enka nema pia case no ka e wo social media ba ye yi mu free mu no enti ye ko na ye ko church mu a e de ensonso ye ba it improves the quality of our electoral process enti enye ade bi asese obi amane yam hihye so ye say honorable Ken emla disciplinary committee e kwa akotwe na so dabi nyesa na tie eye wo mo no tenche a wo he no bi se bibi anko yi a na ya flow se wo mutwi wani ma ye betwi wani wo cheche mu no bi se emfa ke so so a na okọ baby and desire am person oti ase
person bi se na esi no ma even se petition party what na esi
se medical aka se ebi ni de because ya ma camera fo ama e be petition enema ye ya anko yi enu nti se wo mo fa so eye enema bi ye gominim se camera me ho a enka enema PCC ya ye pagya paper ni ade nyina ebi sikumase asante rain I was we petition right away we stop it and what you be anti motakashi and here you timi stop me ballot no free mu ya me na to ye nyina rush ni ade nsa koto so but in some places anipa nyina aka bomu no contact room sa akoya ade ya beto won wa wo bedwan ye baga zo be wi adaka no kura it depending where you are and I think that we want sanity in the electoral process and you better continue I said the move said the and you to do for me the guidelines are you better election committee for abaso near bo police for abaso near bo electoral commission for abaso the masipi I mean
Ode ensem atu edwano ona ye Kennedy Agyapong campaign team no manager oda no de ensem atu dwano jumade mo share live e wo Facebook the announcer newspaper e wo Facebook at the same time mo share live e wo YouTube the announcer newspaper e wo YouTube adafonom medican e de ensem bi atu dwa se de misi kan no and sema ya de to dwa no very very simple and as sema me de to dwa no medican ada munyina se obia wotimi wo hye me se bia wote se me ma me atwa nani ahwe dan no otimi kai se o ya ma ya akọ ne de ka ho ne obia so a wantimi anka bia no enye hwe ne nyina na se de wo ne se na binom pese omo hu se na abreben na ye na ye ma omo asonte no emre enya nnuriye eninti se emre duru a bebo modern na obia wo se ye ma wasote no ye be ma moso ate nti meda mu nyina se mo sei emre ana se monya adaje a mo nyinaa matimi show odosononko a kyerɛ sɛ motaa machi ɛwɔ bibia mu mmɔ mpaeɛ na yɛmfa ntae baabi a ɔwɔ biara no Awurade nka no ho na deɛ ɛrekɔ so biara no Awurade ɛnyina mu ɛmfama no mpanimfoɔ akɛseɛ mempɛ sɛ mɛbɔ din biara mpanimfoɔ akɛseɛ a wɔn ɛtɛ akyire nyinaa no ɛreboa sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a mmereduru a yɛbɛnya baabi pa na yɛde atumi asie no na afei yɛatumi ayɛ amammerɛ deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ biara no so no yɛbɛbɔ mmɔden ama mo ate ɛno nti ɛsiyɛ no metekii ɔfo kakra bɛyɛ 2 weeks making sure sɛ me maame akyerɛ sɛ asɛm no awerɛko ebi nsi wɔ w'akwan mu a wohu sɛdeɛ ɛsi teɛ na ɛyaw a nipa afa mu no ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa ɛno nti As I say, yeah, back. The Nyankopɔn ate sɛ wama yɛ ahoɔden na yɛtumi aba. Na deɛ wɔm nyinaa ne sɛ deɛ mmere duru na deɛ wɔ sɛ yɛma mo hu biara no bɛbɛ make sure sɛ yɛbɛma mo ate. Adɔfo nom sɛ yɛ a mede mo kasa yi dwumadie yi mutie ya Kwame Owusu MPP Amanyokuo ɔno ayɛ Canada Japan campaign team no ɔno na ɛdaa no na ɔde nsɛm a akɔ so ne nsɛm a ɛnam so a video bi ɛkɔ abɔnten a amanfoɔ keka nsɛm no nyinaa no Kwame Owusu akyerɛkyerɛ na ɛyɛ showdown no bebree so aka nsɛm bebree afa showdown no ho mɔmeɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔtie saa video yi
obi biara ase meda anuanom nyinaa ase meda Ghanafoɔ ase na mechiachia obi biara nso baabi a ɔwɔ biara na enra results no ba yi mu a na nsuo tɔ wɔ me kurom asante bɛkwae poa no nti meda ntem nti ebo be ahomachi no miensa na mesɔre ya me call net no so sɛ mekɔhwɛ nkutahodie ne nkomodie bi a akokɔ kɔso nyame ne no saa tam na wo moto abande me na me wo mafum na mehu no baabi na kan ɔkasa na ɔse ɔbɛkyerɛ na na do ne ba wo mi ahwe down de metie ɛkyerɛ nam kɔ na mahu sɛ nsɛntwerɛfoɔ bi ne nipa bi saa asɛm no ayɛ wɔ mo nwanwa kɛnsene ne nam sɛ na Supreme Court case ye kwa donko ka se Ghana fo no bebre wo mte TV ho kwa wo monte brofo no se kwa donko no odi ka se enye wo ma anko school no nko ampo na nte brofo no ye wo nwuma nimfo no bi wo kura wie university asa brofo no ya na se kire wo mu showdown no so ayi wo be kire wo agoro ne fom oh eti agoro ne fom no akan ye no nso no eno nso akwa wanka ni twi no akwa ne se showdown no eno nso akwa ye topic say kire say hwe me ka no pay so ye nipa wuti wiase na time e wo se wanigye obia ni agye a e wo se wo ka ho ema obia hu so wani agye se wani anye time awerɛho abafie enipa nyina awerɛho na se wo werɛ anho time obia ye ade a eya na obia koro wonche nim se ade we ye ya na wo anya wo ya time was a witness de dwene no one trase amfa anwene ni nyina sound kokosi say na wo ye jimifo say obi ye wade a eya no ama na anya wo ya amanipa hu sa ade a nipa ne ye wo no eya say obi ye wade a esese wo danase no wa nanase obi ye wade a esese wo tunufo no wa ntunufo enu te Canada Japan wo ye nyansafo in the sense say wo ye obi ye ade amenani gi a say wo sere ne bufu nso a wo ya ade a na ne bo nche wonche wo na bufu ho se de bible kan se mumma owia nkonkoto wo mabufu so se ne bufu ya okasa wie ya kire muhu se no wo science re na showdown no me enu na hiam wo se agro ne form oh eya mesre kura hey se Canada de o ye people I eti can next time se wo beka bibia mesre o ya akanitwi enipa no bebre kire se say wuji certificate no a ekita no a dodo na ye empty say be kire Kufuor any bawumia showdown okay mo de mo kura mo break the show no any say na down no so any because aba we na no mo to no eye soro hofo no na eto esoro hofo no ena say ya fe na aba no beba from ama delegate no wo po no Methodist primary delegate no wo atwetwesu delegate na wo ntina nko obi a wo baabia ni electrical pass polling station obi a wo sahwebo akon we ho no no enti no se wo be kire wo mu showdown so ba be kire wo say agoro any form oh awurade oh David say di kra de afi oh edunti na nanka wo say national language no man ye akan kasa because Ghana minimum about 85% akan kasa no omote it is enka no kra ye aka no anse parliament kra no e bia nka akan kasa na ye de to nka problems bi wo ho ayi enka yenya eti mesra mo Canada asam no kan ye de me de me entiasia minim okay so obi say breaking the 8 was it break the 8 na break any 8 no break any 8 no wo be fan say 8 ni ye kotwitwom na no obi aban bia ba okọ 8 aban bia kwa okọ 2 times ye 8 years and was a sad no ye trust not this time round ya to us wako break the 8 son no akwa your term yeah breaking the 8 break the 8 breaking the 8 break then also see showdown agroni form it where the mom fan no eh no can we yen so unsa no was the kind that is Canada Japan for you obe win ye ntra ho no ma nipa no ma metwitwa ntra wo Ghana ha obi e metwitwa ntra se de mobile phone ene se de ewiase no esi kro no utwa ntra no pa enura wia se mama wo musika no omtoma mo so mama wo
We say rewind
Eda.
Mr. DJ.
obi bia ase me da nuanom nyina ase me da Ghana fo ase na me chiachia obi bia nso ba bia wo bia na enra resource no ba yimu na isu to wo me krom asante be kwai po anu nti me da ntem nti ebo be ahomachi no me ensa na me sorry ya me call net no so say me kohwe nkutahudie ni nkomodie bia akokọ okoso nyame ne no sa tam na wo moto abande me na me wo mafum na me hu no ba bi na kan okasa no se obekire na na do ni ba wo mi show down de mitie ekire na mkoe na mahu se nsantwerefo bi ni nipa bi sasem no aye wo mo nwanwa kensene nam se na Supreme Court case ye kwa donko ka se Ghana fo no bebre wo mti TV ho kwa wo nte brofo no se kwa donko no odika se enye wo ma anko school no nko ampo na nte brofo no ye wo nwuma nimfo no bi wo kora wie university asa brofo no ya na na se kire wo mu showdown no so ayi wo be kire wo agoro ne fom oh eti agoro ne fom no akan ye no nso no eno nso akwa wanka ni twi no akwa ne se showdown no eno nso akwa ye topic se kire se hwe me ka no pay so ye nipa wuti wiase na time wo se wanige obia ni age a wo se wo ka ho ema obia hu so wani age se wani anye time awerho abafie enipa nyina awerho na se wo wera anho time obia ye ade a eya na obia kro wonche nim se ade we ye ya na wo anya wo ya time wo se wo tena se de dwene no wan tena se amfa anwene ni nyina sound kokosi se na wo ye jimifo se obi ye wade a eya no ama na anya wo ya amanipa hu sa ade a nipa ne ye wo no eya se obi ye wade a esese wo dana se no wa nanase obi ye wade a esese wo tunufo no wa ntunufo enu te Canada Japan wo ye nyansafo in the sense se wo ye obi ye ade amenani gi a se wo sere ne bufu nso a wo ye ade a na ne bo nche wonche wo na bufu ho se de bible kan se mumma owia nkonkoto wo mabufu so se ne bufu ya okasa wie ye kire muhu se no wo science na showdown no me enu ne hiam wo se agro ne fom oh eya mesre kura hey say Canada there oh yeah people eti can next time say wo beka bibia mesre o ya akanitwi enipa no bebre kire say say wo ji certificate no a ekita no a dodo na ye empty say be kire Kufuor any ba wumia showdown okay mo de mukura mo break the show no any say na down no so any because aba we na no mo to no eye soro hofo no na eto esoro hofo no ena say ya fe na aba no e ba be ba from ama delegate no wo po no Methodist primary delegate no wo atwetwesu delegate na wo ntina nko obi a wo baabia ni electrical pass polling station obi a wo sahwebo akon we ho no no enti no se wo be kire wo mu showdown so ba be kire wo se agoro any form oh everybody oh David say di kra de afi oh enti na nanka wo se your national language no man ye akan kasa because Ghana minimum about 85% akan kasa no omote it is enka no kra ye aka no anse parliament kra no e bia nka akan kasa na ye de to nka problems bi wo ho ayi enka yenya enti mesra mo Canada asam no kan ye de me de me entiase a minim okay so obi say breaking the 8 was it break the 8 na break any 8 no break any 8 no wo be fan say 8 ni ye kotwitwom na no obi aban bia ba okọ 8 aban bia kwa okọ 2 times ye 8 years and was sa ade no ye twa so na this time round no ya to aso akọ break the 8 say no akwa ye term yeah breaking the 8 break the 8 breaking the 8 break the no also see showdown agro ne form it we dey mo mfa no ayi wo ka wie ye so hu say no was the kind that is Canada Japan for you obe win ye ntra ho no ma nipa no ma metwitwa ntra wo Ghana ha obi e metwitwa ntra say de mobile phone ene say de ewiase no esi kro no utwa ntra no pa enura wia se mo ma wo mu sika no omto ma mo so mo ma wo mu die onya no bi enu obi e cheke say kan say oba be kire showdown agro any form medamase.
All right, showdown agro any form. The showdown na ochire mu anase ken kan ye nyina no. Ene mu nchirechire mu na binom ahya ase echirechire mu no. Ukọ dictionary mu kohwe showdown a obechire mu. I say ukọ competition, agreement, disagreement bi na achire mu say kwan abefa so achirechire wo nsemu na wo so watimi akọ animu. Nti showdown no ewo interpretations bebree eno na yenua yi so akyerɛ ne deɛ nti showdown ne nyinaa na kɔyɛ sɛ yɛyɛ kasa mu no anaasɛ sɛdeɛ ɛsi te nneɛma ase no 20 ɛyɛ November 4th yi MPP amanyɔkuo ɛbɛkɔ primaries akɔyi deɛ ɔbɛda party n'anim na wɔyɛ party ne presidential candidate nti automatically no showdown no emu no bɛkyerɛ sɛ deɛ ɔmo bɛyi no hwan na ɔmo bɛyi no anaasɛ saa nipa no Kennedy akyerɛ sɛ obedi enkunim nti showdown na amanfoɔ complaining nyinaa no enkunim a Kennedy sɛ obedi no saa nkyerɛkyerɛ mu no ɛna na ɔka ho asɛm na adɔfo no yɛnhwɛ abatoɔ no MPP amanyɔkuo the guidelines bi by na ɔmo guidelines ɔmo de by nyinaa no ɔmo kyerɛ mu sɛ sɛ monkɔto aba na momfa ɛyɛ ballot paper no ɛmfa nkyerɛ sɛ weyi na matoama no anaa weyi na matoama no na deɛ awerɛho bebree ne sɛ ballot paper no a wɔn kaa sɛ wɔn mfa nkyerɛ no bebree wɔ hɔ a wɔn ɛkɔto wieɛ no wɔn de kyerɛeɛ na ɛno ho asɛm asisɛn. Adɔfo no sɛ mo ho ebi kɔto aba no ɔde kyerɛeɛ nti mo ahu bi wɔ mo ani so party no mpanifoɔ deɛ baadeɛ na moyɛ de afa ho. Ɔhu sɛ ɔde akyerɛ ɛni mmerɛ mu MPP mpanifoɔ de guidelines by sɛ ɛni sɛ moyɛ saa adeɛ no ɛnso ebinom yɛ. Now yɛnhwɛ adeɛ Canada Japan yɛ obi a abatoɔ no or contest bi na obi a or contest no te sɛ deɛ Kwame Wusu kaeɛ no na ɔmo nim sɛ Kennedy ebe pulu sei na ayɛ te sɛ movie bi akyerɛ mpanimfoɔ no ne obi a sɛ mo kae a campaigns ahodoɔ ɔmo yɛ nyinaa no ɔmo si o Kennedy koraa no onya amanfoɔ ma ɔmo ni n'akyi ɛna Kennedy koraa no nkora ne di n'akyi Kennedy koraa obi a afini o afi koraa mu ani no declare intentions of a contest. Ghana for nyinaa esu frɛ ne sɛ ɔmo hia no. We are talking about grassroots. Ɛnyɛ mpanimfoɔ no te sɛ deɛ ɔkae mpanimfoɔ ɔmo kɔto aba wei no ɛyɛ ministers, deputy ministers, party ne chairman, executives ahodoɔ wɔn funding members nom ne wɔn a kyerɛ sɛ mpanimfoɔ akɛseɛ na kɔto abato yi. Mpanimfoɔ akɔto abato yi ɔmo akɔto awie sɛ mo kae a Hassan Ayarega koraa kan sɛ Kennedy pass through wei a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛno ara no what I say ɛna saa mpanimfoɔ yi wɔtumi apass through ɛna watɔ so mmienu nti ɔsɛ obiara koraa yɛ wɔ obi a ɛbɛbɔ n'aba so a ɛnka ɔsɛ Kennedy koraa na yɛ congratulating yie because ɔno ara the resources ɔno ara mo se ɔmo di n'akyi koraa no nyɛ obiara nso mo ɔmo di n'akyi ministers ni n'akyi MPC ni n'akyi this chief executive say ahun nso deɛ Kennedy ayɛ now party no unity sɛ ɛbɛyɛ party no bɛ break the 8 ɛne ne hia nea ɛkɔɔ internal elections na saa nsɛm wei bi kɔ so a awerɛho yɛntumi nka sɛ ye kase ensem bi se ya nkoso Alan Kwadwo Chiramanten hwe de ohwe ne supporter ba ko hwe arehosem ne agent to se ne support hwe de ye no ya bona ma nanim nyina menye ni se e wo se saa de we koso wo MPP NDC ni nim se titrasem no omoya ade pa yi MPP de enka se titrasem se no enka eni ho na hemfo na abɛfrɛfrɛ mu a ɔmo create saa problem we ɛne nti ɛyɛ ade a ɛha adwen paa yi ora chamanten a issue statement wada amanfo ase ɛna wakasa asɛm na asi no yɛ awerɛhosɛm ɛne nti appropriately no ɔbɛ address situation no MPP ato nsa frɛ mpanimfoɔ bi sɛ ɔmo mmra discipline committee ɛyɛ mpanimfoɔ ɛnan ɛna afei so ɔmo se Kennedy so mmra yɛka sɛ discipline committee ɛnkyɛ sɛ yɛkɔtwe obi aso ye omo kɔ na omo so concern no omo akɔ raise obi na ayi hye ne kon no yabo na ma wakogina video no wa abonti mu nyina mu Kennedy agent ama wakɔ ayaresa bia reporter asem na ma police oba Kennedy ayi no sɛ wo no so nya ne agent ba akɔ north east oba ndem ne kadwane firi hɔ ɔno so mu hu ye wakasa ebinom so amabusuafo ye tata wo mo ne de ka ho I don't think say saa nneɛma democracy say na ɔsɛ yɛyɛ no and I don't think say mo pɛ sɛ baomiaba power nyɛ say na ɔsɛ yɛyɛ no ahu sɛ adeɛ biara no sɛ yɛwo de a adeɛ biara no sɛ yɛwo de a odwene ho sɛ o ma adeɛ ne nsɛ mesi so biem adeɛ biara no sɛ wo mu yie paa na odwene ho sɛ o mpɛ sɛ sɛ eni sɛ Kennedy kasa na ɔkasa ni breso a na wo so say we invest in number 1 number 2 on per se party no eco position no because sacrifice awaye e de aboa MPP no nyansam ketwa na sɛdeɛ ansɛm amanfo de awerɛho kora bebree ne sɛ wokɔ baabi te sɛ central region we are very important paa nti moma memfa we ntuja me information I mean saka it is alleged mutie ne yewu. It is alleged the Central Regional Chairman. Obiya nim say Central Region. Chairman there be a nice or pretend say be a or Kennedy a funny dia come. Na amanfo bebre obiya nim say e bia wodi or Kennedy a fan any dia come. Na chairman manyane ntriye say or London say say or J ayaresa kakra ewo. Na hona wono delegates and all from anopa it is alleged so mon konkotuntia Kennedy Agyapong but mon delegates so and warfare or the central region or London then or your course or mon kotuntia na it is alleged say ofrewa na waka say so oba bontia so Kennedy afa say no ama ya sha ase ehu ebinom tiri mu se de ebinom sitie enti o ya ade a na wo ma wani ada ho de awerɛho kora bebree ne se it is also alleged say minister a we transport esiama semonim no no so central region chairman na wo chairman ba akokora de no asem south edin opanyi bi yɛ mmarahyɛ badwani wɔ asem south a obi anim no minister transport obi anim sɛ Kennedy Agyapong ene kokan ya ma onya ne ministerial position nti mu nyina mu ɔno akasa nim it is alleged sɛ wɔn sikai eno ane so yɛ ka de sɛ kra am sɛ 10,000 Ghana cedis bi munye mkotuntia Kennedy mkotu ni nyina yate it is alleged na adofonom am say the course no sika kese a ebinum tuatuaye intimidation ehunahuna ne de ka ho they say makoto super delegates na wie nobody should be rejoicing emwa say yomoto wie ye na bawomia celebrate say why the saying wedding kunim only kunim why oye part of nipa enum no enti nipa enum no afei na November 4th omukoyi mu baako eno enye nipa 891 as a 900 ya na esa akoto aba no nipa 230,000 a wo grassroots wo nkurase ne constituencies a Kennedy akwama every day every night wo na ekoto aba no na da bia Kennedy enye ka se grassroots for enti attempt ba say ekwan ebefa so a nka ombe Kennedy afirim ombe pe kwan bia so na nka super delegate no nka ni din amma nipa 5 no bia na nka omatimi enya opportunity ni say nipa 5 yi some peo ni din na wo mu yi te say dia ba biem na mo beka nipa 5 yi upeo ni din wo mbi otos second enti mpesa mebusa mpanifo ne say enti de omo ye nyina Kennedy atoso second no omo hu se emframa bi bo emframa ebo no ye very simple the ebo nyina kire se Ghana for call for Kennedy Agyapong menye ni sa Kennedy o kire na dwene a obi a o right se o kire na dwene so obi ka se showdown a ono so wo kwan a ofa so a kire na dwene enti oka showdown a so wo nchen a wo asem abeka afa ho ba bia na entisa enna say de wusi ti ase no bia wa ankoye wa research anti ase yi enti o se showdown a ni nyina ne say November 4th obedi enkunim simple as that enti yemfa entry etrim say November 4th no o se obedi enkunim mama yenko na ye ne yenua bi enkasa ewo Ghana yenua Zito ewo Ghana muti se me bo video bi sesi a na ne video enti mama yenko na ye ne no endwetwe nkomo Zito ati say yo na ga aboko Ghana ati say
Ghana de nka adwene yɛmpanyimfoɔ yi abatoe na nneɛma nketenkete bi aba asɛ menteme ho ase kakra
the video bi aba abɔnten de showdown no nkyerɛkyerɛ mu aba ɛne deɛ course nyinaa no Zito sign na wosi hu no so far
yo daafrɛ deɛ ɛdi ka ma menkyia na menkyia wahwɛfoɔ ne watiefoɔ
obi
na menka nkyerɛ obi biara ɔdɔ ɔnabɔ Kennedy Agyapong sɛ obi anyina baabi a wogyina daafrɛ deɛ wɔm ne sɛ ɔman no a yɛwɔ mu no nneɛma bi ɛyɛ agye nsɛm ne titiri ne MPP as a political party dada Fred yɛmfa ne sɛ obi akɔsrɛ obi ba sɛ aba a yɛatu kɔkɔhwɛ me deɛ so ma me obi ba wo ɔyɛ nipa na nipa bi akɔkɔkyekyere nipa no ana nipa bi koraa yɛabɔ n'ani ama n'ani ɛyɛ asɛe ɛno no deɛ ɛnyɛ nipa ahomete
nipa nka ho asɛm nsɛmkyerɛfoɔ ne deɛ no deɛ mo nka ho asɛm mahu picture mahu sɛ nipa ne pra mogya dɔbere no mahu video ne nyinaa mo nka ho asɛm
let my vote count to for bi ɔyɛ aberanteɛ baako no adada Fred wɔn toto tie gas wɔ sɛ toto rɔba bullet bi kan n'ani so nsa aberanteɛ no ahwere ne nkwa ebi nam so na ne nua bi didie ebi nam so na ne maame nto bi na busuafo bi wɔ nipa bi a wɔn dan no sese wɔn nso wɔn fabere mu wɔ he ɛdan na party no betumi akɔ yɛ ama wɔn apart from sɛ yɛabɛtɔ adaka na yɛabɔ abusua nsaa bi a 10,000 cedis eti ahwɛ ne sɛ saa tɛkyima ni no wɔyɛ baako nkora nso sɛ tɛkyima ni na party mpanyinfo akyi na hyɛ wɔ sɛ wɔsɛ wɔn nsaa bi a na wɔn nso hwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ soɔ no wɔn nim sɛ wɔsan yɛ yie sɛ rules no ne sɛ woto wo aba ɛfɛ nkyɛn because aberanteɛ bi to bi Ashanti Region Youth Organizer ne to n'aba de kyerɛ ama n'aba no yɛ ankan na wɔyɛ deɛ wɔatu a na wɔde akyerɛ wɔn wɔatu a so wɔatu a na wɔsɛ sɛ saa na wɔayɛ deɛ a mafrɛ me mpanyinfoɔ wɔn si na maame nsan ɔnsan yɛ sɛ wɔsɛ wɔgya no ma no kɔ na wɔn akyekyere no ahyɛ de nti baa yɛ sɛ wɔn tee sɛ ɔnabo ɛkasa no ɛna afei wɔn hu sɛ no adeɛ ne sɛ ɛyɛ apue deɛ ne mu bɛgya no do n'akɔ almost is one side there, one more occasion will be so on Bema Bontin, so for Napoli. It is not a friend. Yanshan says, I dear no woman, yeah, Ticana for what the alarm.
Ethiopia is it Koso?
And any pay your pony, I'm a will be a tell you Zuma Casa Janet, Menino Coco, and Pasukura, but one of the not to form my own flag when you go some upon one power yet. Sabina Abranti, Mayano. God maintains a party when you form such a secretary, and you will be a pop at your out of condemn, say a party was I be with you, move it. Then one of them can be a Japan, what was it to be back. Responsible, sir. Catch it for fear the public. That's all no more Casa. Then put a fair rasam or kind of friend.
Meeting.
Ghana, yeah, Nipabia. Send them Rantia, one. Now, what was one could get to trust and baby of Siapaco allegation? The young allegation, no, I said to trust them. As she says, I won't just a man to be a allegation. That is all could get to trust them. For mine, a English speaking country. After your graduates in the radio station, yeah, we are giving some all your graduates. Now, can I visit showdown?
Showdown, yeah.
Showdown,
Enti me pese me busa wo azito medical ambo video ni tu de wa showdown no sign na wusiti ase.
Showdown no say agorolefo.
Agorolefo.
A regional executive constituency could have been chairman for one council of elders, MPs, some chief executives. It's a fair year, Baba, young no party, no one should to me, where your police station, where your house to house campaign, or woman at 10 years, the Nipano can woman soon, yeah, woman, Baba Siege, and I am in the Padron. And I don't honorable air catching on says, I know what the ammonia. Now, may match them say, I've brought it from now, one can
She Casano.
And only nothing.
Haseminio agroni from na one cano chi no okokano showdown amam fonti ase.
Because and another friend will show it here. Now, excellent, excellent. Because and then Christian show our deal with massive sports and you not show no any day. You see, I'm people before show what one. Not a year, I'm people know about the war. See, you will be your show, not a year to one.
Chese usha em so ma twist ya semnama si omo person omo create impression say as oni abotre and na but they don't consider the brutality of the matter the idea same way nyina ba omo nkan obi asma obi say onko ye gentleman na ye tata no na ye hunahuna no odwane firi ba bi na asem koto na wo ye ne den
Saying that we share the culture, no way there. One we share the baby was say because the natural second call a branchiana and as a babano, the natural so called the fee. And say, if you are more about to us, and your party no do and so say, as somebody are friendly, a bachelor said, I will put on it. So they can nursery school near Colby number, and a woman left. As some couples here with your 40 catch us, I say, a young dad, Joseph. It is a Kennedy, and a proper cassette. Me show down. Just a friend about your neighbor from it. The moment show down, make them say, I brought it from one. Or no, not brought it from no, no, your topic. No, 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 family, can I know? Yeah.
Oba muko prepra manfo eko dwane binom anima so ya papa bi ani no eno de monka ho asem na ensem trofo me beza me busa sha beza me busa ensem trofo ne omukra omo a bo mo ensem bebre o maso Kennedy Agyapong asem no mu no enti Kennedy fitin ya no react ya na say just so fitin ya no react ya bibia nkoka popa enye trade very good.
Because your father said that the friend, don't know the man who is about the context. On say,
And you also mohoni say your individual differences. Obia was said you see kasa. Obi o ha o kasa say obi o kasa. So be a context na was now you have to listen, you have to analyze. Now because obia when the posture, ya hu bia. Remember typical example. There was a time video bi ba bontia. Ghana man penny nanado. No ne Kote or the same radio ye Greater Accra regional minister. No ne jina ho. Name say all man is na very good instruction no. Kwanya nanado ne kasaya. Well hun some amon for kafa. Enti I was to assembly see circumstances no. And I na this kasa reaction but the content is what is important. And yan show she asem na exist ada na amanfo nka de kofa bae.
That is my worry. That is my worry. If you say me no, me funny say kasi the year of Abesia when you of the pass of Akoyoba na who dey cry say. Opa na wo fo play you want to kosia efu we kosia na kamoto no so wanti anya na kukuru wo be hwere ne nkwa opportunity. Former President Lawrence Wakra was it one of one in our Ramona and the former President Lawrence away or mine problem with this year last minute the paper to say. Now what the American Assembly says Obekaya Anita the social and then former President Lawrence is in a big more Kasa and Anita the social papa the chavo said where they open the chow now ne papa no what is the independent name catchers are also papa you and some know how this last run now Kasani was what you Anita the social for but the do baby a nipa and then the man you for watching about was all them the two baby no Kasa over Transia Kaya dear ama alanchira matin say why do you know baby and the bino because not a friend Tola Foko any Wabreje Agyapong any Sami crab or your pamo warm free warm positions in Aya and Samate and Dramati to me issue even a statement to another one like the interview having about to one the home open and so when forces here they won't why they won't one now Kennedy Agyapong you party said me or the Bramit here said Yenny papa ye dream the pamo so we are not here no should say who I would be with me papa be a my young mentimi mfa nyɛ wo a saa nkurɔfoɔ no da bia ne bo bɛfu bia wobɛhu sɛ nefutafoɔ bia wɔyɛ nipa papa woyɛ nadeɛ na sɛ ɛwɔ so ɔbɔ waba so a ɔbɛbɔ waba so woyɛ nadeɛ na sɛ ɔtu wo fo a ne ɔtu wo fo wohia wo a ɔbɛboa wo adeɛ biara ɛsɛ sɛ ɔyɛ de ma wo nti sɛ woyɛ nadeɛ na ɔmususu sɛ ɔno bɛtumi de ayɛ wo a ɛno na deɛ fufuo no ba no ɛtu deɛ maka yɛ wode hwɛ da biara ka na de bubufu no ɛyɛ ahwɛ ade kora ɛma ne bufu hwɛ
The boy Obeka say afu nyina abahu say grassroots for na okoma wo mo bibi wo ho omo a yesisi omo a ye ade ti omo a otimi say enye ne kwan so no ene ma na ne bra ya na mo hu say de ne abre
omo alas hwehwe wo mo ni mu a wogigi bi sika na omo a ye pa wo we ye charge si bi no ni nipa bi ahwehwe wo mo yi no ma me bi so Kennedy Agyapong na no ofa bi wo but what you say who said that they are way the warrior never and what people should deny and no this I know not say as a sample for be so actually be tiana na ayene ya the papa biano obi a woye the papa biano the buncheru
That's it is alleged yamba no it is alleged say odidiji nkofo bi sika o de enka ne sa cause meet you
who watches the watchman
yeah cause meet you
and you say who we people that affect me say me no me who say na say me say ya bre waka so if you say abre waka mu no na wo that affect e bia na abre wa ko fo bia bi say me na wa say me hwesu fi say wo de wo abuchi na wo that affect what say dey ama wo ba so so na me say ya wo ni abre why am saying Tiabewa, and who you know. I push a man for about one more better. We to do a cocoa, the fear on us, I be willing to be to do a cocoa. Not afraid to walk away over it.
Debbie.
It's in the part of the woman to pay no. You wouldn't pay no. And not a better or also be a door. Yeah, let me say, there was so young sports, let's say, and when they had it away, and yes, sports, let's say, as a rule. Was sure of people say, Cocoshama, dear, we say, so mammy. They did not a friend, so we said, you know, no, from Buchaba now say, Zito Mabo, to Babesari, they buy a woman, you who you say, my father about the car,
Debbie, oh, yes, I did. Yeah.
It is a real time one, it was a good for, and it is a beer or yet the writing at the right time, you should be answer for.
And no be now, ma typical example, some typical example say, Yesu Christo, a brow car, sorry, there, man. Oko whom say, or modi Hawaii market, I can, or train belt, or train bar, been the belt, no, this shoe. And the other baby, I was say, Okasem, Okasa, one Casa, what you were you bonnet.
And also the type of press that the phrase say you hear Ghana. The other make us say, and when you force a word, the people who the rain of Control and I coming. Now, yes, I will be a part of where for the necessity of your waiting over.
Debbie.
It's you want to know what from your mind sick as I look to one passing on the other. One must say, I can do your papa, no, aha. That's a wouldn't show your papa no or the cadia. Then you open me over Mexico and you think one penny.
Oh, and say, acquires Zito made them a rehon say, acquires say, no. Or ma who say, or no, the bed way, nay, aban. And or way, no, so. Catasha proyening in our between because obey deal with Obia accordingly. We in a party member, when your party member obediently. Ain't he and no been Muslim say, or more positions a good tom or Monsan can be. And a been why they afraid and not having one. Because I didn't know Muslim.
Again, when you force it, so I want to be able to ask you to talk with you. On my nature, you have to Obama, who is minister, minister, you discover about the acquired US, and the assembly.
Debbie.
Should you acquire fast for 1 year in another president? My first wife, I mean, so I'm a guy at no Casai, maybe catch us as a Nanka, maybe was scar, and darling boy, so on the 24 darling boy, advice. Kennedy aligned the so much was the same doctor could tell you so the
Mekaipa.
And that's what we got.
Second, the come up quine be so said because Omunin high aware said Sir Nipa in Numuno, second Agyapong become one. Grassroots no obey it. Enti Campio Muye Yenina, the Kennedy no Muyetiano. No,
anyone can go to the other now. What the other can I be said? Say, Brass said, is a woman with a key or minor. Now, dear, we are in my yamo minor. I dear, we are in my yama party. I dear, we are in my yama crown bread. Now, say, the cousin may buy what they were minor shelling, sir. Instant region, in some was asked you when you mentioned the area. I dear, when you mentioned a lesson more number walking. I don't know what you want to buy. I want you to obey your LPC, and I want him that a friend. Oh, dear, children, they will better take in one promise, one vice. Nobody are breathing.
Just Obia, I catch Obia, Bema vice president. Say, I know your friend on political strategy. Oma catch Obia, see a Bema Obia vice. Into Obia, need this. And you've been attending.
And yet, will be a if you say, Kata near Maso. You hear almost will be a one not there. What power was and was said is it and what can was say if you be chief just
Chief of staff, yeah.
So you let the crowd fire. Or granted interview was on or about ministry on one ministry. Now after all now said me now a friend I'm taking one member was you. And you baby I want to come out and not sure I am to. We said that affair, what the mark meaning say Ed Maso dear. Now say Kabeba super. One more Baba Chich vice president is with the chase in the mind. One more million euro. Mamma not typical example is here. Abra the Nipan 9 no car said. One more person about no say Nipan also. That's a confusion. We won't tell one more car see and one quarter far one. The Nipan 9 is not a call. Party for no visa, and you report that you won't visa vice president or has also on the party for Becca. A chance on the
Nankasa nipa and queen crack nka party ni tie ya nka problems we nyina ba ya papa will be any kabeba dabi
vice president so my young who said and your men so much in the way was in your party
the party ni Becca
your party is so became party and the pound calls or what they think I was a project as a many of the party nation and said we are in the no yeah is how it is and what in our kind of time when also on the party to Becca. That's just all available.
Asam no that just say ayara husemo me they ha me bebre ni say issue ba at least any say o draw conclusion based on what said you see huniama but analyze the situation critically answer na what draw conclusion Canada Japan asema wo kan ya o mani abere showdown was it November 4 for Babe is not actually it is a one tiasia corner cover dictionary net tiasia Anton Chen no so no yan show we say dear ben is see identity and some trofo among camp the see you can't say there was the genesis of the whole situation start from there say idea when they see and the mass as we buy and also na analysis oh na you fair na you objective what me con man ye now we foot to be so na dia man rubble that's all enu ya papa obi ani ho ehia obi adwane ekoba bi ehia obi atoahye obi so videos no so wa abontin o nyese videos ni abont e wa abontin mahu enu de ehia mo
university when you say
showdown me say dictionary and ya metima kogogo nam dia beto no mbe meaning of showdown ayare hosem and me say wo mre asem na obeka twa to e de amaye
positions. One might tell 8 years will be over and far, or Montagino for 4 pencil, or say to positions. A more police station, yet that we are delegated to whom about trouble, and no more also says a one for yet my party now, my power. Not say this in the papa, one woman your position. One more your position is one more female. Because I actually classic voice, the MPP voice, company for Brassy in our home, not going to be said every any home. It is a summer bar. Wakuma mama sabrain the sense of motion tomano na yakuwa wodi kokoruti wodi okwa we say be on bese abaloto o mo sai baloto na position bi a odan Kennedy ni fo bi da wa wo be mu kotomano na ye nuanom na wo mu ye twuma nye no o me bi atwuma ni bi say me say am for my chichire na nkwa ni so akwa besia na so de ye kwan na university fo awofo bebo wo mo ma ho nam dia ye ye ne sa ye be sere wo aba wo tie ye sere wo mo wo ma tie krom etie di amanfo ka no mo to ba na maka di maye na ye support no ma me president he said break the eight na wo ka and you can the power there because and when you go akai wow to platform ma obi ani no asem we nipa ba be ka
no message bia nhye de ni ho message bia nhye de ni ho message na wo ho no de okuta message no the okuta message ni Kennedy because ade obetima ye na wo ka na de waye enti wo ye reference say nipa na waye wei na obetima ye wei eno ho asem ne ye ka enye omo de ehunahuna na etitira asem na nipa 230 obetima ko hunahuna omo 230,000 obetima ko hunahuna omo obetima ko mo bia sika 70 oh na ensem trofo so a ya ma o man men baby ansem no sisi no because en kan ensem trofo ben ho yie pa na enka issues bi a mo kra de ba bonten tentem enso ya ma o man men ho nti ase second hand information na binum nya
so until you rush around, you rush around. They said they will be almost for one man and not from Bokona. And people now say, and not the other friend, they can say, she will the woman from one so former president before a man of a car and the year vice says, and the movie 2008. One of us will be independent, so many before. Oh, now maybe the Biamican say that I've read Proverbs chapter 30, verse 33. Was he who made for Sudaya? Will you for any Sradia? Jim Evania, will you moja? And the woman will so will you talk one? It's what about in Chester? I did be with insurance transfer. Now in politics, so who transparency will you win? And a woman for prejudice will you lose? It's one so percent. Yeah, you won't lose 2024 there. And on the woman for prejudice now. They want so percent.
Meda was Zito, Meda was Emsa Obra create your New Jersey, Obra New Jersey to your summer number country.
You coffee every day. Labras is America, I had no party. The watches say, Yakuman, I was said. She said, the American campus in Ghana, I see English speaking country. She said, no, for no one more, I hear one more to come for a little bit. Why are not? Now you have to go for the aqua to that people. One more account, one more to coffee, which will be a tea for
Zito that's a palm repair best to drink. Why? Yeah, that's it. I don't know Chumadi no more share live or Facebook, the announcer newspaper or Facebook. At the same time, we share live or YouTube, the announcer newspaper or YouTube. Me church am by Minua Bema Brenya Sikapon Brenya etrisaying me chia we bia wo bia New Jersey. Menim say bibia tumpon kama. Oh, adofo we no ya ade a ehia ye ede na ye ka ho asem no. Breaking the 8 no. Ghana for ni wiase man munyina ma hu se as I say obia nim second de Agyapong na ebetimi ama MPP a break the 8 na obia nim se Kennedy be pre until say nansen ya no mo hu se obepre na ba wo ba yi no so no bibia da di pefe se Ghana for hia no I will say adofo no bibia wo ne mmere. Anyway, BT Kumsin that is saying was say or Ghana and saying my makeup baby no call Ghana. BT Kumsin, Mr. The same thing now to me on now to me and Mr. Me a car baby. As I say, you go so to home anamon tea and yas and get to opera easy. Now watching me na mean to me and your program. na yare hosem obia ota chire a wafre me obia wode mpaye ta chire nyina da munyina aso ase mo amu yente mu kan nyina da ase na ho hyehyɛ ne mre pam no ye de betu dwa na oye ohema anti process no ewa pa anti eduru hɔ a ye de betu dwa amama ho nana kwame nyomtumni nana kwame wo UK nana kwame mechira ba bia wo bia wo UK enti arafonom say de ekoso no munyina mahu de eko ekwan a na omunim se ombetimi ayi Canada afri breaking the 8 no omunim se sa first 5 no no mu pekwan bi so ayi Canada Japan afri because ono na aye threat ama bawumia nana meda ase pa nyankopon hyira ono na aye threat ama bawumia ka se threat anya se ohunuhuna na bibi o but ono na waye obi a bawumia suro ni sesei because so Kennedy woman there is no way say bawumia betima wene untime wene and am pa Kennedy wom and Kennedy wa wom no so no on say munyina mu di ho adanse ese wo mo na mabontin a wo mo si an and panyini bia ndi Kennedy achi and panyini bia ndi Kennedy achi panyini bia ndi Kennedy achi ene de ka ho but say munyina ma witness ade mpani oh say wi ase no ya na ye ka se ade bi nipa to aba no yemfa respect ma wo yes sir se mo na mo ebinim so mo ye MPs and MPs so amanfo na to aba ma mo ye MPs so wa musa mini abana me da se pa oh BT kum se aka asem bi na BT kum se that it is not easy bi nye easy o me se wo cheka mu kra na wusu number bia na wusu me se sa ade we na pinto wo da unim se de wi asese but the whole situation and say et say say the missy ready ade no te say on say oba wo a pain na oba famu no on say oba wa me nya oba de but yenua ma ne nim say this pain is it yes say oba wo a pain the power famu yawa wo famu no the same pain and I say o ma me ka ba bia sa pain na o ma me famu e de wo no o sa wo so wo no o be fa sa pain enye easy kra more especially say on yare won say on ne kasa video call the time na within what do me de no kra de awre ho che say mada anajo mada me sorry anopa na me fa phone message am di kan ye ne say obi say accept my condolence I'm say what enye easy kra enye easy na erade na etimi ahye ye den a yegina pintin kakra na ya anya program a yentimi handle situation no na o hye hoda bia just say 1 minute bia na o dwene ho nye easy nti na say the best na ne say I will say associate ye ho na ye ba share adwuma asese be ya ebetimi egina pintin na enya asem ketwa kra na minim say rade eguso eta na chi enti say the music kan na oye hima na say no ho hyehyɛ no ya na eteki long process enti say omuguso na ye bompa ye say rade bepe baabi pa de na tena enti mrepa duru a na hyehyɛ ni nyina awie pe ya mema adofo num nyina ate na omo betimi akogya ye nyina no ya mamu nyina so mate enti adofo num say MPP amanyoko de ye ma breko bebre ne say party ne ye Democratic Party obia nim se de MPP city no se yakase party MPP obia odi akire bia nim se asumdwie party as compared to other parties here wo Ghana mu enti abreben na MPP sha ase witness is ade we internal elections Professor Makakwe oda MPP election electoral committee no da no Professor Makakwe wa pere akonwa ni bida na opere akonwa no mumu say ne person ofun sa problems bi wo eno kra na omoye be 19 intimidations upon intimidations sika kese a wo mutua enti monhwe obi pa akonwa na obehunahuna mo na abegye akonwa na ne obetena akonwa no so wia de be na mo behu adofo you don't need to underestimate the cost no na ohu de cost nyina no MPP amanyokuo sɛ mbɛka yɛ mpanyinfoɔ no amanfoɔ kan sɛ amanfoɔ kan na amanfoɔ a ɛkan yɛ no ɛyɛ ade a obiara di ho adanseɛ sɛ amanfoɔ ɛkan na amanfoɔ kaa sɛ nkɛbɛyɛ a nka abatoɔ no wɔn yɛnto no baabi baako pɛ wo na nka yɛnto aba no na ɛmfa asomdwie mmara na Ghanafoɔ nyinaa hu sɛ ampa asomdwie aba MPP na yɛmɔkɔto aba no wie a na makɔ MPP mpanimfoɔ si daabi kyinkyinaa na yɛnkɔtototo no regions ɛna wɔn kɔɔyɛ ɛna wɔn kɔtoto no regions na regions na wɔn kɔtoto yɛ ɛna ahwɛ deɛ asi eti adɔfo no ɛyɛ awerɛhosɛm deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ MPP mu seesei na MPP party no ɛndeserve saa nimguaseɛ wei ama ho kwan ama owura Mahama aba abɔnten koraa bɛkɔm dɛmo MPP Mahama aba sɛ MPP party no yɛ titirasɛm party na party no ti sɛ meanwhile Mahama refi sɛ ɔmo koraa kɔyɛ elections organiser for elections wɔ sɛ Cape Coast asɛ sɛ binom de konti maa ne deɛ ka ho ɛne di amanfoɔ akyi ɛne ne refi ɔnka ho asɛm NDC for kɔyɛ ɔmo election asawase de si yɛ ɔnka ho asɛm ɛsɛ ɔsɛ obi ha jampe ɛba MPP deɛ ɛni sɛ yɛ witness saa nneɛma wei because ebi nsi da na afei Bawumia nko ara bɛpɛ president hwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so but mo hu sɛ yɛmfa intimidation yɛde obi bɛtena amanfoɔ so ɛna ntɔnkyɛn so no deɛ amanfoɔ so ɔmo pɛ no muntimi nsesa no ɛno ne mfomso a ebinom yɛ o Ghanafoɔ so ɔmo pɛ Kennedy Agyapong Ghanafoɔ na ɛka ɛna no matter sɛ ebinom bɛhyɛ da ayɛ de sɛn asubject afa subset bi ɛde a discrediting integrity no ɛnyɛ adwuma asɛm a mebusa ne sɛ let me ask this very important question Kennedy Agyapong ɔkasa ayɛ na ɔkyerɛ n'adwene no ɔkyerɛ n'adwene based on deɛ bɛnti na ɔkyerɛ n'adwene because adeɛ bi a ne yɛde yɛ ne agent ɛna ɔkasa ayɛ ɛnkansɛmtwerɛfoɔ ɔkasa anaasɛ obiara wɔ se ɔanalyze situation ɛnka wohyɛ aseɛ na wahwɛ deɛ siiyɛ ansa na waba nipa ne reaction deɛ bɛyɛ ne siiyɛ enti na nipa ne kasaeɛ ɛna kasa no ɔkasaeɛ no so no ebinom afa ne different meaning ɔkasa showdown mɛ challenge mɛyɛ seya ɛyɛ elections Bawumia na ɛpre ɛna ɔsi ɔbɛ make sure because showdown no akɔyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ perception na ɛkɔ so sɛ aban mpanimfoɔ yi nyinaa tai Bawumia akyi enti ɔ address asɛm na ɛneɛ ɔbɛ make sure sɛ ɔbɛ show ɛkyɛ sɛ showdown kɛseɛ ɔbɛ win elections na mɔmɔ hu sɛ nipa ɔmo mfa ɔmo ani nsusu no ɔno na win elections no enti wei yɛ very simple term simple words ɛna ɔkaeɛ ɛna obiara wɔ sɛ deɛ osi kasa obi ɔha ɔkasa ne bere so obi ɔha ɔkasa a ɔtɔ no bo ase ne kasa obi ɔhɔ a ɔkasa a meba ma menkɔ sɛ me nua Zito pɛ sɛ ɔba so Zito pɛ sɛ ɔsa aba so ɔho Zito pɛ sɛ ɔsa aba so ɔho okay yo nti ɔho obiara wɔ sɛ deɛ osi kasa obiara wɔ sɛ deɛ osi ne tone si teɛ obiara nim Kennedy Agyapong tone sɛ ɔkasa ni brɛ so sɛ wosisi obi a enti mohwɛ grassroots foɔ koraa na sɛ mosisi grassroots foɔ na sɛ deɛ osi di ani brɛ kasa no saa pɛpɛɛpɛ enti nyɛ sɛ bi a kasa showdown no anaasɛ biribi sei no amanfoɔ bɛyɛ sɛ kyinkyinaa na wɔn de egu n'anim cancer nsɛm bi afa ne ho menye ni sɛ Kennedy ɔka no adwembɔne bi na ɔde ka ɔkyerɛ n'adwene kwan a ɔbɛfa so awe ne November 4th ɔso ɔbɛwe ne enti sɛ obi wɔ nkyɛn na ɔnarrate story biara na ɛyɛ ɔno ara ne choice ɔno atumi narrate deɛ ɔpɛ but ɔnarrate a ɛnsi aga aberante bi sɛ ɔwɔ important information bi agent na mamin nkɔhwɛ mɛsrɛ sɛ mempɛ allegations ne ɛyɛ de ka asɛm sɛ de siteɛ na mɛkɔ na makɔtie important information no na afei yɛn nyinaa yɛhu sɛdeɛ asɛm no yɛsi kɔ sɛsei no ayɛ ne berɛsɛm nti yɛkasa no a deɛ ɛka biara no yɛ make sure sɛ asɛm no ɛte sɛ yɛnhwɛ diaspora foɔ no mekyerɛkyerɛ mo MPP foɔ a mowɔ diaspora mekyerɛ mo ɛna we are for kin foɔ no a mowɔ diaspora no yɛkyerɛ mo now wɔn a wɔkɔto aba wɔ MPP headquarters no obiara nim deɛ Bawumia nya a ɛwɔ hɔ diaspora foɔ nyinaa akɔto wɔ MPP headquarters nipa 86 na ɛkɔɔyɛ mo se mo nyinaa mo bebree sɛ ɔmo wɔ Kennedy afa ɛnso mo kɔɛ Kennedy nyaa mi sɛ 32 sɛ 30 wɔ hɔ ti diaspora foɔ mo na mo to maa na anaasɛ Ghana foɔ na ɛwɔ hɔ no na bi na to maa no na na sɛ mo de mo ano na ɛka ne kɛkɛ sɛ mo di n'akyi anaasɛ sɛn yɛmpɛ sɛ ɛno na yɛpɛ sɛ yɛhu adɔfo nom Ghana foɔ yɛ very lucky amanfoɔ yɛ lucky sɛ yɛnya obi te sɛ Kennedy Agyapong na ɔba na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔbɛsesa nneɛma ma ɔman no saa opportunity wɔ yɛ ɔman no nya no ɛni sɛ mo underestimate na ebia saa opportunity wɔ yɛnya obiara bi saa bie mu enti moma yɛhu sɛ nipa no a ɔba no ɔyɛ corrupt free ɔma medi Ghana foɔ sika ɛna ɔno a wɔ ne biribi di dada nti nya afei na ɔba bɛdi Ghana foɔ sika ɛna nya onye obi a kɛtaasehyɛ ne prɔyɛ soso no ɔyɛ corrupt free enti yɛnhwɛ sɛ ɔno ba no ɔmedi Ghana foɔ sika ɛno yɛ number 1 number 2 onye obi sɛ ɔbɛba na wabɛhwɛ sɛ obi ɛnni Ghana sika ɛno nti na ɔsɛ wɔyɛ discipline patriotic ɛna wɔyɛ honest enti wohwɛ ne saa ne slogan na wɔde ba na sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɔbɛboa ma Ghana atu mpɔn no ɛno na wɔde ba obi a wɔse ɔba ɔbɛboa ma amanfoɔ anya nnwuma ayɛ na wabusa sɛ na ɔno no koraa no ɔne hwan ɔyɛ obi a ɔno wabie nnwuma amanfoɔ anya bi ayɛ bebree n'asɛm na yɛreka enti sɛ ɔba bɛtena akonnwa so a idea na ɔde bie nnwuma no ɔbɛ champion the same cause ama amanfoɔ anya nnwuma as simple as that enti sɛ obi wɔ nkyɛn na ɔno nso bɛka sɛ yɛ ne mabusa ne sɛ no deɛ bɛ na wayɛ aboa ɔman Ghana ɛno ano no ɔn sɛ mo de ahunahuna ɛne kyinkyina nipa wei na mopɛ sɛ mo de ne ba ɛnyɛ atwuma November 4th no MPP foɔ grassroots foɔ ni nyinaa ekohyia baabi baako na ɔmo akɔto aba no ɛno deɛ bɛ na abɛtuma ntumi ma obiara sika ɔmo sika korɔ ɔmo bɛgye ɔmo bɛto atia mo ntumi hunahuna obiara ntumi nyɛ hwee sell your message ɛno na ɛwɔ sɛ wɔyɛ na awerɛho sɛ seesei deɛ asi amanfoɔ asua nneɛma bebree afiri mu na obiara ama ne yam nhyehyɛ no so wate sɛ yɛse ɔmato nsa afrɛ nipa 9 bi obsina dɔyɛ ne ɔmo aka ne Kennedy Agyapong sɛ discipline committee sɛ ɔmmra ɛhɔ no obiara kɔkyerɛ n'asɛm mu ɛno na press conference yi ɔmo yɛ esesei agents ɔmo kasa ma mo obi koraa de ayɛ hyɛ ne kɔn ɔbaa yɛ pam na ɔbaa na ho ɔde yɛ de sɛ ne asa akɔ pam na ɔde mirika adwane afiri baabi ɛyam hyehye ɔde bedwane ne nyina ɔba bɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu enti ɛyɛ baabi a platform a obi ɛkɔ ɔkɔ ka n'asɛm enti na me sɛ wowɔ hɔ na wote asɛm a ɛna meaning of showdown I just say maybe I can educate say strategies. Maybe so a strategy. A man for so the Bawumia, Nenso Nenya Bawumia, na or the deputy finance minister. It is said the who city no Brenya New York, Minia Medasi Panya Kupon Shroud. Said the who city no who say, wo was sema who can one out to was a mass. It is obi on China or beka different story. My first capet to say Michelle. Or beka different story. No what you need. The ayama reku bebre ni say. Ya won nkrofobia ye nim se wo mo social media ne news network ne de ya. Ebinom te brofo pa, obinom te brofo ase. Na showdown omo interpreti e de perception bi sha amanfo trimu. Pese omo kire se Kennedy pese o ya de boni Kennedy. But the person omo kasa asem no so no. They didn't look at what happened. Eno na areho no. Obi afa obi ba, obi yere, obi kunu. E de na ko polling station se onko ye agent ema no. Na ye de ade akopapa na niam mogya na gu. Mahu bi. Obi a uniema pictures bebre picture ebinom so ye bu bi video na mabonti metima video bi am mahwe. Mahu bi. Instead of addressing sa niema na esi ye no wa condemn se enya de pa se wo se ba MPP mu. What jump ena Kennedy say na I'm say ebinom so kra de omo belittle omo kra to the extent is I don't know how best to express it because say no yeah world a technological world and before you talk no enya de obeka ni sa insinuation na obey de be about na be create bibi because obi aya analysis the genesis of the whole situation with the kind of the free ho and son of what baby assembly see. And you just imagine say Kennedy nama bontia no kasa any breast David. No nama bontia no kasa any breast but what small obi yere obi nuaba so uncle representing ewo baby. Na wa nipa no ye tata na ma wadwane afiri ho a. Ha de be na was all feel. Eno de amoso mo nka ho asem. Obi onko the police station ko ye agent. Ye pam chese bi nsi MPP mu krada. MPP mra a wo mo de ba ye koto aba ne chese. Wo ye party executive. Eni se osta oye representative. Emma any aspirant. As you be una party ni organizer. You then the organizer on the party agent ma we. On the polling agent. Ma sa niema we. Emfa unity emma. MPP mu eno na me cite Professor Makakwe oni ora ya osafomafo Dr. Kofi Kunadwa Praku eni omo maka nipa be 19 sa abre no mo contest omra omampanyi kofo ofiri akonya so no omne na na do contest yen aya asumdwem ora lanchamantin ye hu bibi se ewo ye hu bibi se MPP nya party atitirasem ewo enti awosam condemn sa act we answer na could do general election because MPP nya party omo ye titrasem omo ye democratic party ye party a omo de asomdwe ene ntete ye pa ene kabima minkabi ene ye party but all of a sudden nipa ba ko omo pese obe presidential candidate nti hwe de ekoso ena de wo so ohun ni se ono already he has been already rejecting the data ena Baumia first position ya and I say odi kan omotwe ya odi kan it doesn't mean that wa we ni o wo wakwa okanipa enum no ho nipa enum no ena say nipa enum no e was say obi akra bebo obi abaso a and so obi na also jubilate and obi na also congratulating and Canada Japan because obi expect say e go benya second position with these votes ena period or this share the campaign as 1 year pay we declare the stand 1 year and then the campaign all year no or no other the resources so on you need a sponsorship kesiye bia to say a man for kesiye bi na edinachi. Now let's look at another dimension. MPs Ediba Omiachi ministers ahodro these chief executives deputies omo declare almost stand so yam shishi onya yam shishi we don't know obia declare obia nama chastise Kennedy condemn no can the omo pe enso vote ni enim se nka mbenya 100% nankwa Kennedy kranya 0 enso kwe de Kennedy nya watoso mi won approve a kire mo se enya mo will na ebetimi aye adwuma na ye omo koto aba well ɛna ɔmo kɔto aba no so no ɔmo no sɛ mu a mokɔto aba mu yɛ mpanimfoɔ no mpanimfoɔ na makɔto aba no te sɛ afei na ɛbɛkɔ grassroot yɛka sɛ grassroot a party mana ɔmadi party n'akyi akɔ nkuraase akɔyɛ campaign ebinom pirepirae ebinom nyaka nkwanhyia ebinom wuye ebinom ɛkyɛ sɛ ɛyerenom koraa gyaa wɔn because of campaign a wɔn yɛ a party ni ba akonnwa so a yɛ neglect wɔn ɔmo asɛm na ɛsɛ yɛduru hɔ hwɛ sɛ school feeding program ɛmaa akɔ Ashanti regional minister hɔ sɛ yɛkatua yɛn nsa nkan eti boaeɛ ma yɛn nsa nkan yɛkatua hwɛ kwan a ɛfaa so ɛde saa school feeding program ɛmaa no faa so gyina abonsan soro ɛna wɔtea ɔmo mfiri ɔmo ɛbrɛ a wɔn nyinaa so ɛka ho bi na party ni ba apa wɔn ɔmo contribution sɛ ɛyɛ papa sɛ ɛyɛ bɔne baako koraa na ɔmo ka ho bi na party ni ba apa wɔn those are the people who are going to vote come November 4th. Enti hu sɛ deɛ mo de ayɛ ɔmo mmerɛ bi atwa mu no ɛbɛyɛ de sɛ mobɛtumi convince ɔmo enti sɛ mahu de asɛm na kɔba no enti nipa na perception abɛtɔ sɛ ɔno na kyinkyina ɛwɔ sɛ ɔkɔ no saa nipa no sɛ ne stand te sɛ sisi mahu sɛ de asɛm ne sɛ tie no ɛna busa no sɛ why sɛ kyinkyina aba wɔ mea because yɛnim MPP ma ɔmo ama brɛ wɔ MPP yɛka sɛ obi abrɛ a wɔn a ɔmo abrɛ since 1992 ɔmo de ɔmo resources financially ɛne ɔmo offices te sɛ obi te sɛ alankyerɛmante ne office na wɔde yɛ younger fanti ne ɔmo pɛ sika ɛde boa Kennedy Agyapong MPP 1992 wɔ ɔmo aboa Dr. Kofi Kunabula Prokunu Boakye Akonom wɔn 1992 sɛ deɛ ɔmo asi abrɛ Bawomi aba mu sɛn 2007 yɛsɛ April August to sɛn saa brɛ na Bawomi na ɔmo to aba na ɔto kɔfa saa period na ɔto aba kɔfa ɛna ɔba mu no sɛ yes obi atimi join party agenda too at the time but the question is pɛ ɔmo a ɔmo abrɛ wɔ party no mu a ɔmo adi ɔmo crowd believe in the party vision ɔnka ho bi ɛno nti na problems wei kɔ so wɔ MPP mu sɛsɛɛ no because as a chinchina ye chinchim amanfo ye just say sa intimidation we been serious that MPP and we will talk about it irrespective of sa ne manema bi e kosom eno emboda bibia wo ye de beka won de ekoso no ya rehosem na ya rehosem to the stand say eduru mre wo se MPP ni bia wo do party no usori gyina hu se party no enkanko ehiam enya omo betete party no mu because upon critical analysis no Bawomi and the MPP co-opposition ana mu huye ebeden unity etima ba MPP de ekosi orally mbo akotena se aka akonko I support yate ase but obi back obi netiko no asemfoforo wo ho because yawa binumu famu no I don't think say you welcome enye papa alanchamante asma agent say onko represent no ewo a particular location northeast ehwa na sa problem we see ye na no ehwa na Kennedy oba na oho ne chasing out no ehwa the same place o na northeast na waya popa paya man ni moja ento be say me busa wo papa na ebo no ho man ni moja beba na nim ne ntare nyina na da bi nipa sadi we won be da MPP say MPP internal elections bibi say yakoso sa niema we na wo so omodi kan condemn as you use a party officials no kra no maba official abe condemn e wo so omodi kan condemn sa act we sa akoso na mo ma me condemn exemption for no so a asemi mo hu no pefe Ezo Kennedy die ne hiamo na Kennedy akoka showdown ebra munim the cause the genesis of the whole situation ebra reference mutimi hu de asi Alan ne agent de ato no eno mo ka ho asem na sei na ye adwuma saying ye pek kabi mamin kabi ye pesa yako. Internal elections, Obia wo home right, so contest. Obia wo ye party member wa contribute towards the party's development, no home kinds of contest. But it shouldn't be say a kwanya ye faso di be faso no. Ya rekusem. And this is a time and what say Obia who say the akosono enya adepa with reference to the SC amahu alanchamante de atu ne nipa. Canada Japan nipa dwane firi ho. Afa de monka ho asem ba rider. Kennedy akoka showdown. Na showdown no kokan no. Ukofa dictionary e kire sen. November 4th abato no. No say obema omu nyina defeat because wo mu se mu nyina ba omia mu de na chi. Engineer wo be kire mo pa November 4th. Na fe mu nyina ba mu se. De mo pe no no. Enye ono na Ghana for pe no. Ghana for pe Kennedy Japan. Enti ohun eduru ho eduru baby eduru ne baby a irrespective of the amount for can the amount for choker no eye pe obi abonaba so e was super delegate congress and a conference imu enka Canada Japan na enka o se ye statue kakraka na fe ye di praising bonaba so say congratulating no say ampa wetimi aseli true because omo na ekoto aba no na likelihood say wombeko akoma Canada nya sa opportunity no na ending because na intimidation no some enso ko kan yes intimidation bi ani ho but the cost obi koto aba na osuru as osuru say okotoma obi a wanhwe nie na chance isi okotoma obi anhwe na yi na di okotoma ni nyina no wo ho enso man for see ani ho. Now this is the case say wo mo kotoma Canada Japan they were among the same empenifona but mom said the assisity no omo ana ye ehunu omo ana say no omo abi na tuma Canada Japan enti we ye clear manifestation say enyo omo nyina na di machi ho wo mo sa enyo omo nyina ena obi timi fa phone de e hia bebrebe awre ho hwe say obi te say MP o asen send south MP o or minister trade transport o Canada Japan ada Roman anya ministry we minister and never wagina it is alleged say wo kura na wugina mu campaign tia na ya na mo yes ane ma na mo bi say yeah one check kra ye hu na de na na mo chen sa nti mo nhwe ne ma say be bia aduru no mo a mo ye campaign tia Canada Japan nyina more right to some campaign fine a more jurisdiction I'm mo campaign but baby a drew near baby I was who say or no neighbor lady party no come November 4th into some shall say tremendous because right now mona mobeka say oko baby am penifobia ni nachi mona beka you mona beka say oko baby a obi ni nachi but obi am penifo ni nachi and na wama ba omi ahon wusu se ya oyi ni paketwa obi ampanifo okoba bi ampanifo ni nachi no and na wama omo ampanifo di nachi no amho wusu se ya oyi ni paketwa and na busa ho se amanfo di sika akase ne namu no onfa sika sa namu obi anu saka na di wo sika na so sika sa namu amanfo do omo well omakoma na eye ene paano obekọ Kennedy paano na aba drink Kennedy juice na aba ni na amanfo because of Kennedy Japan dinti no amanfo kra create omo jobs and mumia value the opportunity a MPP munya breaking the age no enye easy sir because the course no and this akwatino position a check mahama obi anim how long wa opposition wa check NDC for ekwan yon person mo be pa akonya no so tena no eno no mani ambere say me wa MPP so a mo betimi akwa break the 8 no disunity ewo ye koka mo se bibia nim na choka disunity na ewo no mo na mo create ama mo because of baomia nko a mo pesa mo de be ye party no leader nti mo na mo create because amount for bon so and you have to listen to the amount for Enya session of encrophobia or my so many the umbeka and no one was a month for this. Enya juma. Nipa 230,000 na ekoto aba. Na no aba ya mokoto nipa se na to ye. Nipa 981 asese. Sa nipa ya to ye su yi, omo na ye obi anim se eba omi ankrofo. Enso kura bisa to mark na de Japan. Enti ho na wose mu hu se change bi ba. Irrespective of how you see it na eba. Enti ba eba no e wo se mo a mo ben no na mo so mo boa na mo boa ma ne nkunim ne ba na ebia mo so nya mo chance no. This is the time I also must say because they say no matter what be the case, November 4th Kennedy kwa win, but we may lose miserably. Mon fan Toronto down with a monche. On one him so lose because say fear be a abe guren the moon say the yasem ketwa. Jubilation and no jubilating no your cosmetic way. One more the bibira man for this. Jubilation who jubilate say. Yeah, penny pen num amomako. Na say nipa num no. Omako amomako grand finale. Yes, a nipa num ni ekoyim nipa ba. O ka nipa num no ho a wo so me jubilate. O jubilate for what? Say obi to so for kra na onu so timi jubilate. Obi to so third o jubilate. Obi to so fifth o jubilate. And you jubilate for what? O ka num no. And you don't need to be jubilating. There were any moon in a so. Womo. And baby adru no mo. Che baby adru no we ya dan ya Canada Japan na eba. Enti obi a wotie me no this is a time. Say wo de Canada Japan achia. So mu ye na ton ne message na bonten. Na negativity a da bi omo de di na chi no. Don't listen to them. Because asem si a uti ufie wo nkasa. O ma wani mmere ebra bibi ansi ye o. Meboa. Ufitin ya na obekasa ebra bibi ansi ye. There be nothing like that will happen. You only talk when there has been an issue. Would say there is injustice and unfairness because that case, you react, and the modalities are the very react. Obia different. That's why we call individual different. Your tone is different. Your way of addressing issue is different. Intina obia ankono. Intebia wono assembly wo address ya wo way obeka. Obi so ha or kasa or way obeka. Don't listen to what is going on. Sure, party mpanifo can say. Oto aba emfa nkyere obi timi koto aba na ode akyere ona to ona oho to aba yo ode be kyere ama mu nyina mahu eso party for no say mfa nkyere onso ode kyere e na ode kyere. Yes, we don't do that. Enti we ni ya ade e wo se mu hu se sa ne ma we nyina no koso ye wo ne ma bebre e koso e wo ho ebinom tawantawa ekoso no matim makaw ne de ekoso enti adofo no se mo tie me a se ye no eye baabi a wo se obia hu se nipa agana fo hwehwe no no eye Canada Japan enti se wo tie a emra aso se wo hya ase ye campaign mu odin efama no campaign mu odin hya ase ne fa ye because bibia ni wo ebetim asesam bibia emre na duru November 4th no eno showdown no na eba no November 4th no showdown no bam and never. Until November 4th na asem ne yeka. Hwe adofo no enye easy saa. De ekoso no nya de ketwa. MPP amoye onuado, moye party members amoye baako. Na se de ekoso wo. Ena mo maso me condemn en handle situation no. Moja ne saa because omujina ngofo mo yes ade ma obi anim de na omo ye campaign ma obi anim de omo defend no enti irrespective of the course bia no baby aduru ne ye baby e wo so opia hu se emra aso se Canada Japan emra aso se Kennedy emra aso se oba belidi MPP ketase hye ne proye de out onza ketase hye ne proye out Matthew Macau out or the carbon never party no. Now when a bit may unify party, ni say, because me buso. A yawa man for coming. Why in a bit my baby Rebecca party na boom, ni nipa bako, Canada Japan. ɛna ɛbɛba sɛsɛi abɛboa abɛka party ne abom because onim party ne baabi efiri onim baabi a party ne furuma efiri enti wei yɛ ade a wɔsɔ hu sɛ party no na furuma no efiri onim baabi efiri ɛna onim baabi a party ne kɔ ɛnyɛ ɔmo a wɔn ba party no onim baabi a party ne firi nti no na n'ani abere dendenden wɔn sa n'ani abere dendenden ba me deɛ ɛma rɛ wo ne sɛ saa akakabinsɛm ne nteateamu ne atɛmdidie na ebinom sɔre a ɛna Kennedy ɛna sɛsɛsɛsɛ na binom teɛtɛm twoka didi na tam yɛsɛe no ɛnsɛsɛ biribia o ɔhu sa papa na mo sɛ ne din no ɔno na sɛsɛi first five no ɔtɔ so mmienu no ɔno na mo gyina na twoka mo kyɛ sɛ na showdown isi ɛna binom sɛ menim sɛ ntiaseɛ na yɛ den ama binom o sɛ showdown baako kɔkae abra mo amunim sɛ showdown no wɔse kwan ɔbɛfa so awe ne election November 4th no ɔbɛwe ne na wakyerɛ mo sɛ ampa sɛ motawe yɛkyi ɔn deɛ ɔmfa hɔn deɛ ɔbɛwe ne November 4th mo ɛno deɛ ihia mo ɛna wɔse showdown ɛna binom ɛkeka nsɛm hunu ebinom etete baabi na mo di ka deɛ ɔmo pɛfa no opa atiatia mu kosi ɔsorani enkosi aga opa di na tem kosi enkosi aga papa ne ba ɔba te sɛ kakai enti mo hu mframa na ɛbɔ no enti mo hu mframa na ɛbɔ no mo hu mframa na ɛwo so sese no mo hu ɔba enti sa mframa na ɛba no untimi nsia no kwan because ɔmo sɛ ɔmo ka sɛ ba omi akora benya bɛyɛ 85% ne deɛ ka ho abato ɔmo kɔto ne yo ɛyɛ dɛ na wanya 85 no ɛyɛ dɛ na onya 68 to 67 wei kyerɛ sɛ mo kora na mo si mo di na twoka no kora no ɔ sɛ yɛhwɛ ase yɛ investigations ɔmo ho mo kora no mo ni na chi bia saa nyɛ saa ɛdi saa na asɛm ne teɛ nti adɔfo no obia ma ne yam ɛnhyehyɛ no ɛna deɛ wɔsɛ mo de to mo tirim ne sɛ ya obia mu sɛ Kennedy Agyapong ɛna lead no because November 4th obia nim so na ɛbɛwe ne enti ɔma hu saa no ɔmo bɛhyɛ aseɛ nsɛm bebree mo mfi ɔmo obi tena sɛ don't mind the person because ɔmo no atɛmdidie na ɛno kwa ne kutom ne kasa ntiatia mu ne amunomu na ɛno nsɛsɛ bibia o we are talking about the man ɔno ankasa ɔyɛ of himself o kasa twoka yi na the ordinary compare no na wabusa sɛ watima bi adwuma mamanfo anya bi ayana na what catch instead of self de twoka no papa ya wo kana sɛ we bi adwuma ma nipa more than 7,000 and over yebi ɛna the emotions ɛna there was ɔyɛ humble only emotion there ba adwuma na wabia ma nipa bi yebi catch yes ye betre tena se ama de saa psychological ways na bedada amanfo ana ye physical actions ye pe de oya ade no ye pe de oka woyo ye pe de obi anim sampa asem sei na waka na eye adwuma Kennedy Agyapong no papa no hwe o wa akoma papa obi a wo ye adoye ben ne enyi ni papa adoye oda sori anopa nipa sɛ de bɛyɛ nipa benya bibi adi ne hia no oda sori anopa sɛ de bɛyɛ ne nua ho bɛtɔ no ɛne ne hia no enti sɛ ɔdwene ho sɛ ne nua yi de enema bi nko yi onim di ntia ɛna ya na ɛyɛ ne hia no enti sɛ obi wɔ nkyɛn na ɔdwendwene nsɛm bi don't mind the person obi wɔ nkyɛn na ɔkeka nsɛm bi ntie nipa na asɛm showdown ebi a ɔnte ase nti ka kyerɛ nsɛ ɔnkɔfa dictionary na ɔnhwɛ showdown ase what is a showdown na Kennedy ka ebi a ɔnte ase ɛyɛ akansie na ɔmo kosi na ɔsɛ ɔbɛ show them ɔbɛ kyerɛ ɔmo showdown kyerɛ sɛ ɔbɛ win ne elections no November 4th ɔbɛ win ne and do a different interpretation of your choice Kennedy mma me gyina baabi ɛmma mɛkontɔkwa ɔmma mɛyɛ hwee ɔkyerɛ n'adwene kama deɛ ɔbɛyɛ na ɔka kɔ na nso kɔka deɛ ɔbɛyɛ adeɛ baako mama mpipi choka what is going on
adeɛ baako choka na wayɛ ɛna wayɛ nipa baako mo sɔre anɔpa na wayɛ ɛna wayɛ na wayɛ meanwhile mo na mokɔ ka no na ɔbɛkyerɛ no adwene a mo sɛ monte aseɛ hey na wade alankyamante deɛ wayɛ gentle nacho wo sa mo ya no amia na no Kennedy deɛ ɔbɛka no feelings ɔbɛka saa pɛpɛpɛ kan feelings ɔka no feelings yɛwɛ wawie ɔna ɛkɔ no ala deɛ mo ya no amia na no ɔte hɔ na wayɛ din na ɔte hɔ nti yɛka sɛ kyerɛ na da bia gentility Kennedy deɛ ɔboa o saa leader bi sɛ ne ɛpɛ no wɔ Ghana action oriented ɛnyɛ a ɔbɛka n'ani berɛ so ɛyɛ so ɔbɛka n'ani gyem na sɛ former president J.J. Rawlings ɔbɛyɛ president bɛboa ɔno hɔ na n'ani ɛden kyɛn no hɔ na ɔka ne feelings kyɛn ɛnso ɔbɛyɛ president how many years ɛnti Kennedy deɛ koraa deɛ ɔyɛ different koraa wɔn deɛ koraa deɛ wadi atra koraa because ɔno no wɔsɔre anɔpa a ɔdwene nipa das nipa ho adwene nko a na ɛwɔ ne tirim sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a obi bɛnya aduane adi obi bɛnya adwuma ayɛ obi asetena bɛkɔ yie obi bɛnya ayaresabea akɔ cardio center Confanochi teaching hospital no na ɔboa obi ho bɛtɔ no wɔ wiase ɛno na ɔyɛ abadayɛ ɛdi sɛ wote nkyɛn na wonte ase a ɛpo no da hɔ no ɔba te sɛ kakae baabi aduru no ɛyɛ baabi a ɛwɔ sɛ obiara wotie me no wohyɛ aseɛ ɛka kyerɛ delegates no sɛ mmerɛ aduru sɛ Kennedy mmerɛ aduru sɛ obiara timi yɛ campaign sononko ɛde ma no ɔyɛ campaign de ma no because papa no ɔwɔ adwempa ɛma Ghanafoɔ ahu sɛ adeɛ a yɛreka nyinaa no yɛka kyerɛ wo deɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ ne deɛ wayɛ o yɛkɔka obi gyina nkyɛn obi kyɛ sɛ moda monhwɛ aba no hyɛ aseɛ no ɔmo hyɛ aseɛ atake Kennedy ka nsɛm mohwɛ baabi te sɛ Western region minister yɛ a wɔwɔ hɔ yi wokɔ MP anɔdɔmprɛ no mu ahwan wɔmo deɛ bɛn na ɔmo anyɛ Kennedy Agyapong ɔmo yɛ so still Kennedy wamfi ɔmo concentrate yɛ ayɛ te sɛ movie bi akyerɛ ɔmo sisi votes na wonyaayɛ no ati ɔmo ani so na wasa atɔ so mmienu enti obi a mo kyerɛ sɛ ɛno koraa na ayɛ ɔmo nwagwa no mmienu afei ne sɛ mo nhwɛ deɛ esi ɔmo bɛkɔ deɛ ɛden na ankasa ɛna hɔ no so na obi ahu sɛ wawe ne awie enti wei na obi ɛbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ ne din mmra mu bi ɛna ne din abom enti obi a baabi aduru no nsuo ɛtwɛn ɔpɛ Kennedy automatically on November 4 ɔna ɛkɔyɛ MPP the presidential candidate but ɔmia deɛ ɔno anim sɛ nkɔ yie dada ɔno anim sɛ we ɔntimi nya ho hwee ɔntimi nya ho hwee ɔmbɛto no one location baabi we yɛ nkɔtototo deɛ moto no naano bi a ebinom bɛgugu dɛm ɔyɛ deɛ ɔmo pɛ ne bio daabi we deɛ mo nyinaa mo foro kaa akɔ baabi baako na mo kɔto no apolisifoɔ atwa ahyia bibia kama ɔmo shackles ɛde sɛ mbɛkyerɛ baabi a wɔ bia apolisifoɔ atwa ahyia bibia kama enti saa pɛpɛpɛ ti we bibia ntimi nsesa no mo yɛhu sɛ mmerɛ aso sɛ obi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔsesa wɔ man ne hyɛ brɛ no wayɛ ready ɛna obi a ɔmpɛ sisire me deɛ me question ne sɛ adeɛ biara ni hɔ a ebesi ɛbrɛ a saa adeɛ no reason biara ni hɔ nti fatu trim ɛbɛtɔ dwa sɛ ɔmo totɔ votes himfo na sɛ ɔmo totɔ votes ɛbɛtɔ dwa sɛ ɔmo hunahuna amanfo himfo na ne hunahuna amanfo ɛbɛtɔ dwa sɛ yɛ force binom yɛ intimidate bi himfo a yes ɔma to anu awie baabi aduru hɔ na abɛtumi intimidate ne biem wontimi kɔtɔ via votes biem ɛna saa polling station agents no ne grassroots for no ɔmo wɔ de ɔmo de ne ba o grassroots for no ɔmo anim sɛ Kennedy na ɔmo de ne ba enti wontimi nsesa bibia ma ne nyɛ yie enti we ne yɛ ade a mmerɛ na duru yɛsɛ mo a mo yɛ campaign tia ne bebrebe ne sɛ na ɔsɛ mo hyɛ aseɛ na mo mu sɛ baabi adu na sesa ba omia jubilate yɛ nyinaa no o jubilate sɛ ɛsɛ wakɔ contest na at least n'anim amu ase
first round, second round, you say on any big was. In the name of second round, first round, no crown. Or no crowd di kind inti. So November 4th, no crowd, and yakra and yashi. Because on one say, oh, nya, oh, and to a baby and to miss a son of money, share. November 4th, the dear neighbor with the elections. MPP 4, and him the Omoko Tuamano, MPP, grassroots, for they know who they are going to vote for. And no money characteristics are almost enti saa tete sem na Kennedy de na nani ade na Kennedy de emotion ene de ene atwamu ayi Yesu Kristo mre bi okọ asori dem okoto sa manfo to chacha no omoto ye de wa asori dem pe de wo bible mo twen bet hwe situation bia wo ne action what you say situation bia wo ne action Kofi Antwi so disagree. Yeah, that's what I want. It is your choice to disagree. And who disagree, it doesn't change what I'm saying. What I say, who disagree and change BBR, the identity are clear now. Then do I don't throw a war on Kennedy Babe, what never so often. I don't know a bit my MPP breaking the 8. Because Baumia, condemn or more condemn MPP in Baumia can't buy him. It will condemn MPP crowd who condemn Baumia, yes, sir. But Kennedy don't mean condemn on baby money. Enti mo se emera na aduru ne emera Ghana for so omu hia no. It is a Ghana for so omu hia na de be na de be sesa no. Untimi fa bibia asesa no. De Ghana for ka no. Eno na eye adwuma. Na eye divine intervention. Ohu sa. Ba bi adru na eye adwuma. Grassroots na obi atwe no kwa kudua. Was our grassroots president candidate? We are waiting for you to vote massively for you. Where? And now after on, omo twen na kotoa ba ne dia man. Enti sa propaganda I number bontin. Almost said that compare 4 to be one no more their bar bontin. Wouldn't because no one is perfect. Obi anywhere. Hey, who fear na asembisi of fear will be our kind of react to into be react as differently. It was generally personal characteristics. And yet nipa no said you see kasa the choice and you see address it as them into also choice of some said you basically address it as them no choice and go but when it comes to administration, nipa no busa say administration obi a wetima managing adwuma man wetima a successful businessman no emotion or the managing adwuma and our temperament or the managing adwuma or the management no and or the managing adwuma no enti so asem biba no or act no kire na adwena it doesn't mean say there be as no kire na adwena enti fatu team and asem so sisi nipa obeka the feelings. I will say, what trust na gentle too much. Asemba na wonka. Debia na ebugu so. Ba wo count feelings a obi antimi mungu so. We say share. I asam get trust wa for obi was for obi nua ba. Obi maame. Obi papa, obi hwan e de na kokoro bi so say koye me agent mame. Ye akobo na papa na ni wa ye meka wasem. Eno de mo meka. And I can't diakoka showdown. But Wagoka showdown, they are very important to say, Obi, ye bonaman and ya papa emoji guno, and the yam. And then the amount to share the root cause. And I can't defeat yan or train agony. And an adventure or train. Said you city as no train no. And they say, oh no, interpreting it differently your choice. And then I make actually will say, and maybe your car strategies, a man for you the Baumia, as your car strategy, no the Jonkuma. Yes, sir. In the Ochrena, you know, name, yes, Obi, everyone is different. Different characteristics, Obi are different. In the Obi Kasa, Obi was said, you see Kasa. In this Ochrena, was the entire Ochrena, simple. And the Montier, the masses, Prophet Elijah ministry was of prophet. Was it there? We are going to fast November. Ken is going to win hands up. Prophet Minyauka, Emma Ochre Wajino program is like a baby there. Prophet, yeah, Obiatro, Nana Boatro, he defended himself. Simple as that. Ye book asia, won't nasm ye move asio. Hey, ye book asia, betanasiam ye book asia. Daddy, yes, you are betanasi. Share. I don't know. Yes, say showdown right okay you know and na I shake baby showdown no cry I message kesi ama na no nko akora be mana win elections no more because obia baby obia nim say on your friend showdown what I say enti obia we your slogan kesi o and what create for himself share adofo enti ba omia nim say wono ankasa wo be lose na we na kire say mo fa ntum hofo enya say mode grassroots for mo be take you for granted they voted for you so you have to respect them you have to do exactly what they want for them na omo de wo kwatena akonya so na mo mfi omo na sese de wo be pe omo akofi omo na what be that what be that first omo de wakosi so on kai wo but you say they were near better than na share enti adofo no ye nyina ye hu nipa Ghana fo hian Nipa, Abubakari, also I'm watching you live from Tamale. Ken is going to win. Inshallah. Oh, Tamale. Yada wasipa ye cha Tamale funyana. Georgina. Obazo chira wajuna bit ma mo chira wajuna why? Obazo chira wajuna from Georgina. Georgina Germany me chira ba bia obi. Obazo chira wajuna bit ma chira wajuna. Enti very important. Pa ye so si ye nyina ye hu. Se ba bia aduru no ba bia Vida Botry, or the chief of staff, and Brano main in the Huano, from Opari, or the Bra honorable, or the Bra never you Huano allegations are bano. Hey, I'll send you. And out of them, they say no MPP as a pay unity. Canada Agyapong, I must say, Penny Bia Ninechi. Oh, Richard upon was a 1 man thousand Canada Agyapong. Must a penny Bia Ninechi. It is a or more dear penny for your dinnerchi and was he saying when they say no oh was so den because of who said hey baby adruna nyaya ka it had often mutie me but more day na mamin call Georgina you near about Georgina ho ewo Germany Georgina Germany to say Germany to say
that is right. You as usual. When I feel.
It's it. Man, press
conference, Nana.
Man, fair near the my yenty. No, some me, I'm near the
I am no prepper, and you know, so I wouldn't be as a young master. Yeah. So for so panaja. Baby, you seriously.
That's
that is right. Young Kupana, I don't say. They come a charity for you now. You are welcome.
Thank you very much. That is.
I would say, no more Sanya Wawa Cassiano. No vampire say among the 5, and it's someone about them. Because Obama said, true, Adela done it. Sanya, we are forgiven for that. 12 women, Adela
done it. I've done it.
Aha, near Kuko, no more, Pepper, fast. I am also a yachts and Kahana boy to me, Mamubi cry. But being a Munayajuma, make us a day do. You could see Yana head, you could see Yana one more time, be a woman, and Praba, Pama, he shut the corner as if we not. They were doing their best, trying their best, say. Bibi seen that chess, and when you're playing real, our baby, not chess and cat, your bubble born, not chess and cat. Honorable crazy, and Mark 5. When you go on Chadi, you're not your shine and Yakupaya, my. But when you're the name, something for me in our Tanichi. It's a day, or no baby kind. But nobody talks to say one of the grab it maybe second.
I said no.
Yeah, nearly Mr. Chamatin, they will be second, now will be third, and answer whatever. It's why I didn't Kasana, you're proud of him. Now, I mean, Tini Pabby, I said, Sanya Wokaya, and some soon as you see a holiday. And then one can once.
There be among can once.
Yeah, now I'm paying for normal address to it, said near here, and I for one condemn the situation. Now, one abu, say the apostony, one hour about Takasano, and one is seven woman. Yes, we will say, let me be here.
Yeah.
That very moment, that action, I want to book a day upon 30 years. So, we'll show about me and another town, we'll show down. I don't know, a woman who said, hey, I never figure. I'm not and it can be found to me a Johnny Free, the one. What you say? And yes, I can nobody know what the Yankabesi one with that day. Oh, they said a gun I am, and so see a gun I am, and we say we have to baby I did. By your kind of play, and I am for Ghana, young and for Ghana, we knew. The way I said, I said, so mine, why it's come for bread, and to say, yeah, for. And corruption, yeah, the people. And so, who never to Ghana when the doors on the door. And then the time I am here, or you're very brave. I want to make us or be a person or the poor man is so. I'm not gonna to my friend and to my petrol bill. And who shall I want?
Canada, Agyapong.
Yes, because you, Nana Butcher Martin. For example, if you're in the player, you're piloting. Men say so, Mabeka was a move. And one another kind of say,
Wabeka, why issues press statement, but I'm saying gentle. Press statement. Onwa Mameka sai. I was about buff best on, sir. And now my press conference. No, I can't say. Debbie.
No. I'm going to be a successful businessman. And yet, tonight, I will be a child of your own when you run some phobia was for Ghana. Not a senior Yanka Lawrence at a show. Then you understand that Lawrence, you're very bold and brave. Oh, no, one man and Costa. So, say Ghana, I did some. And the only place I remember with you, me, so back to me, I'm a Ghana, I said, Chan and out of you. I want to Kennedy. Now, the only young that is fair, wouldn't you miss me? Young and I say, those people, the ministers, and the woman of Kakamuna, one now, one of us about me about. You and I, one of us on your floor. One of floor, one of positions, one person will maintain. One is a Kennedy, but one is also some show. And I want to know where the Kaya come or what say. So, Banner, the one who made Jimmy do it, you might be able to pay you a straight away, what come on fancy it. I don't know, one more time, my name, I say. One positions, not the bottom, but not corruption or Gusso. And one man is thinking, at what thinking, because you only get one your family members, and not, you can't say, the country itself. No, of my money, woman or more bread, and your money or more to you. One like a crown, no one himself, I want to go a bar, such chance in any one view, but prevent some positions because you are more young. One I will need, one woman, when in secret, a lot of secret, what is going on within themselves, you know, and the woman is so bad, being out to be trapped. This is the reason why I almost force nobody about Miaba, not about Miana, still need to say, excuse my words. One of the issue is over here, you remote control. One of the best one year. Now, I saw it. But when I'm in your short, I want to put no whatever. One man and force on his own rat. Sabaya, woman and one Hishano, true about Miano, a batch was a sad paper. The whole thing, no. And to daddy, the other can say, and I am vampire. And tell one of Canada, and then I'm yesterday, I said, Waka 5 no. Now, coming 4th November, no so. Yankopon, a better yaton.
And from Anna shall see a bokram, from Anna shall see a bodin.
Proud of our own country, no? You're Japan, and say a pipe was already been here, right? You know, to a bad pass or so. Almost is coming.
Then I was say, Gina.
What was I coming? You'll be a couple of renting, coming to the meeting in the partnership. But I'm the same and I would just prepare. And
Me da se pa jina me chia. Me da se pa na me chia so. Me da se pa jina. Bye bye da se pa. Georgina ewo Germany na moto say all kasa no. Pascal, I had to say Pascal James. Pascal, wa dwenkyerɛ o views o view ti me so me da wa se ne wa dwenkyerɛ wa Pascal. When you know I show me no I fine me so many show come why? Nti all right. So me so dia me pen na meka. Nti ti me so ma say why? It is my choice. Obi our choice. Nti obi a de open na oka. Nti me so dia pen na meka nti me choice na say. All right? Other for no nti yabesa ba biem. Georgina me da wa se pa so Georgina e wo Germany. Canada Japan press conference no any de ho nsensem ebrem ntimate enti yebesa ba biem medam ase mo journey mo YouTube ni Facebook nyina no me dey that Fred ha na ye de besi